All right, it says we're live. Um, Jason Squigs is, of course, he would love this show. Him and his monster girl fetish. He's just getting a Jameson right now. I got me a delicious daiquiri from a local bar that's in walking distance from where I live. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up another picture here. I just decided to keep this on because this pic makes me laugh.
Oh boy. Okay. Yep. I'm back with my
Okay.
rocks.
Okay, we're live, so if you could pull it up so
Wonderful.
you can see the live chat.
Oh,
Um,
shut.
yeah, this was the first thought I came about when I heard there was a new Higurashi series coming out. I was like, shit, here we
Who'd
go
wash a
again.
window with their butt?
Who would frost a cake with their butt? That's probably what you were thinking.
Oh, that one's beautiful. No. There was I don't. It wasn't Damn it! It wasn't Nyaners. It was somebody else, kind of doing the same shtick, but they dubbed over the scene of Rika cleaning the window with her butt and said that.
All right,
You can give me a link.
band sticker. I actually thought of an interesting image I could splice over there.
Okay.
Uh,
Perfect.
Trying to find the right one. Probably should have done this before we went live, but fuck it.
I should have told you that I was expecting you to go live and not
I
me.
I don't
I
know.
didn't
You're the
plan
one
it.
said, "Hey, do you want to do a stream?" I thought you wanted to.
I'm sorry. I was.
Usually, when a person does that, I usually assume they're the ones taking charge of
I'm
leadership.
sorry. I'm bad at taking initiative. I was up till 5 a.m. making my video, and it has like 14 views. I don't know what it is. I used to get like 1,000 views like per video, and I don't know what happened. Only recently too, like only a few months ago, it was like 1,000 views, and now it just like stopped.
All right, gotta save this image.
It's not because my videos suck. That's only half the reason.
And I'm just gonna see.
Oh goddamn! Ooh, that hits.
Yeah. Oh well. This goes to show you how professional I am with this shit. And
We're the most professional.
oh yeah. But you
That's why we did
but
this.
hey, at least the chat's here and we actually got a quick
I,
amount of viewers so you can interact with them while I sit.
again, thank you guys so much. That really means a lot that we can just do this and you're there for us.
Okay,
Subscribe
I can hear you.
to my channel if you like my voice not done through the right microphone, because I forgot I was talking into my mic when I was making the video, and then at the end of the video when I did all of my I did all of the editing, and then I realized, wait, I never plugged my mic in. So I put a little thing at the end, like it wasn't even that bad of quality. Like it's a little bit noticeable, but but I'm just a jackass.
All right. It's right here. And I have to use. You're sounding a little low here. Okay, let me raise the volume on my end.
I mean, I'm sounding a little lower, you.
No, me.
Okay.
Okay, I may have to go higher. I may actually have to go in the sound settings of my
Oh,
computer.
there it is. Like quality, like it's a little bit noticeable. There we go.
Oh my god, I have the fucking auto subtitles on my fucking stream going on, so that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god, I love it.
All right, how do I sound now, guys? All right, so anyways, I'm not. I don't even know if I want to. I don't even want to know if I want to get rid of this picture because I really like it so much.
Yeah, go for it, man. Swap it out.
Monster reviewers.
Thank you, Matt. Oh, interspecies reviewers.
Okay, monster reviewers. How do I?
I'm trying to mix this thing with wine because it's strong stuff. Just Jameson on the rocks because I have no mixers at my house.
Wait, what? Eh. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Move it. Yeah, just remove it entirely. I'm still tampering with OBS.
I'm just looking at the subtitles and they're so dumb.
Image.
God, I'm just thinking about the theme song of the show and how it's just in the Navy, but in Japanese.
Wow, it's like we're going back to the 90s, back when they plagiarized music all the fucking time.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, we'll just put it there. I'm keeping the CJ pick because it makes me giggle a
yeah.
little. I
Good.
also,
Just have CJ just have slowly falling down. Oh my God, quadruple. Oh, I love Quadruple S Gridman so much.
I need a,
Isn't that getting a sequel? Yeah.
yeah, sequel, spinoff, whatever.
Yep. Gridman's an isekai.
There we go. Oh, no, no, CJ, you
No,
stay
no, no.
right there.
Yeah, you don't cover up the yeah, don't cover up the here we go again.
No, we're just gonna slap a band right there, and
Yep.
there you go. That's what
Yeah.
happened. That's what we're
That's what
talking
happened.
about.
Okay, okay, stream over.
Stream over. Make sure you subscribe. All right, go on Twitter. Share this here. Again, probably should have waited a while, but I don't care. You already sent this tweet. Did I? I didn't know. I didn't know YouTube still automatically allow my videos coming through Twitter. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about Gridman when I was streaming yesterday.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was.
Because I was shitting on Anitubers like usual. Because I'm gangsta.
Oh, well, what were they saying?
Just dumb shit. I just don't like them.
I feel that way. There's few
Some of them
YouTubers.
are morons who are pretending to be intellectuals. Look, it's cool if you're an anime YouTuber and you're a moron. I'm an anime
But
YouTuber.
don't pretend you're not.
I'm a moron. I just like to push myself as a guy who has taste, who likes to gossip about shit, and tries to friendlily push it on other people. Like something I've been on the fence about because I do want to do a video about Genshiken before I do the fucking In Defense of Saki Kasakabe video.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, I know. Because it is a manga series I'm passionate about. Plus, people are still watching my fucking UQ holder video that I did back in Christmas 2018. Where I talked about, oh my god, the main character actually has someone she's in love with and they gave the answer away from Negima. Who is it? Oh, it's actually a character I really like? I can't wait to talk about this, even though nobody's going to watch it. I'm wrong. Like, at least 300 people saw it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, one of my most popular videos is... actually, let me just check that out really quick.
Let me just take a big fucking gulp.
Yep. Gulp. Yeah, swallow that. Get that whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, frozen daiquiris are the shit in Louisiana.
Yeah, but, hey, I got twice as many videos on Interspecies Reviewers than I did on that video where I went to Taco Bell at 1 a.m. and they gave me a KFC bag, and I thought that was interesting enough to make a video out of.
All right. Anyways, yeah, what Nightman said for Neverworld, I don't like him. Not just he clickbaits, but his taste is very generic vanilla shit. It's just nothing but boring Shonen Jump shit. And I like My Hero Academia, but that's as far as I'll go. I'm not gonna give.
My Hero's well done.
It is. It's entertaining. I enjoy it. It's basically what I wish Naruto was back in the day.
Yeah, that's like legitimate. Like compliment people keep giving it.
Black Clover, not giving it a chance. Demon Slayer, wonderful animation, still not gonna give it a chance.
I've been watching Demon Slayer. I do enjoy it. It's good, but it's like one of those like I watch shonen when I'm at the gym and I'm running.
Yeah, I need to actually put on an anime show in the background when I'm fucking working out to Ring Fit Adventure.
It really helps because especially if you're watching a shonen, you don't really have to pay much attention to it.
I know, but at the same time, I want to do some weightlifting while I watch episodes of while I try to finish up. Sorry, I had to rip a fart. Kengan Ashura. I had really bad gas this afternoon. I thought I was gonna run late for this stream. Because, like, when I went outside to do my ritual, and my ritual is walk 2 miles to the Dairy Queen, then walk to a bar, and then head home.
Yeah, I just got back from the gym earlier.
But when I went outside, my stomach had that weird pain that's in the slightly upper area. It's like, oh, God, that's gas buildup. Oh, man. I gotta take a shit. So I went to a Walmart, took a shit, and then on the Walmart. I'm just kidding. And then I was walking to Dairy Queen. It still felt
If you
painful.
shit on a Walmart, it stays like the yeah, like it doesn't go up or down in cleanliness.
But I was, but eventually I was able to fart most of it out. But I was scared because I thought I was playing Russian roulette at that point because it's like, oh, is it a fart or is it a shit?
Don't gamble. Don't gamble.
No, man. I like to live dangerously.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Oh, so that thing I was saying, so I don't even know how videos become popular because my most popular recent video was the time that I went to see The Night is Young Walk Home. Yeah, Walk On, which by the way. And in the theater that was playing it, they didn't have the digital key to play the movie, so they panicked and started showing their DVR on the big screen while cycling through it trying to find this movie. And at one point they thought that maybe the Fate Stay Night movie was mislabeled, and they put on Fate Stay Night and just fast forwarded through it. This video has like over 3,000 views, which is pretty damn high for me. But like on average, my videos after that like started getting like sub 200.
My most popular video is a review of Ikitosen Dragon Destiny.
Ikitosen is one of those things that will always get you views. That'll happen with Yezu Otaku. I don't know if they're going by a different name now.
Fuck that person, by the way. But anyways,
oh god, I haven't followed them since that guy with the glasses. What the fuck happened?
Yezu Otaku went to Anime News Network, had a sex change, is now known as Jacob Chapman, and claimed that Doggy Style and the Franks is alt-right propaganda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about alt-right propaganda or Darlene and the Franks, but I'm gonna say that sounds like a bit of a steamy take.
It is. Don't like that person, but
I try to avoid that.
The funny thing is, in my Ikitosen review, even though I said it was a bad show, I wasn't harsh on it. I said, you know what? I kind of liked it.
Oh, there's a lot of bad shows I love.
Well, the reason why I liked it was because finally there was some decent animation, unlike the first season, which didn't even bother animating fight scenes all the time. Yeah. It just keeps fucking cut. Everyone was fighting off camera. It was pretty annoying.
Let me tell you about Symphogear.
Oh boy, Symphogear sounded awesome too. Anyways, I've been ritual summoned.
Symphogear is legitimately great after season 1. Season 1 is a trash fire.
I've been ritual summoned in attack mode for some reason. I don't even know how you ritual
why would you
summon
do
me.
Wait, it depends what kind of ritual monster.
Yeah, I know.
My generally these days you don't summon relinquished in attack mode much.
I want to know. I've been out of the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Actually,
my knowledge is so weird and sporadic because my knowledge is either what is meta in Duel Links or what did Rank 10 Rada do a video on.
Only good thing about Fairy Tail would be fan service, and that's exactly what we got the internet for, says Matt Wheaton.
Oh, actually, I'm going to argue with you on that. See, fan service is fun when the characters have like diversity and you can like kind of say like, ooh, I like this particular character. Fairy Tail is the same body with a slightly different head on each body. So there's 3 body types in Fairy Tail for the women. There is Busty Woman, Lolly, and Levy.
That's almost the body template of like almost every typical generic anime ever.
But there's characters that will have like noticeably bigger boobs or like characters that are a little bit different. Like it's one of the weird things to praise Konosuba about. I love the body types in that show. Like they have a realistic breast sag. I've never seen that in an anime before.
I'll give you that because I've seen Konosuba both seasons. I haven't seen the movie yet, but
the movie is so good. People were angry at the movie, but that's beside the point. Oh, people love the movie. Like 3 people got angry at it, but I don't like talking about that, but I always do because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, same here. You don't want to talk about things, but you do anyways because, alcohol, my permanent accessory, it makes me do things I shouldn't do. But who cares? The writer of Pulp Fiction said it was a work of genius. And
that was the best thing.
Who are you to fucking argue?
Did you follow what exactly led to that?
No, I didn't.
So his daughter's a huge weeb, and he was watching the show, and I guess she just filled him in. He was watching the movie, I guess she just filled him in on everything. He's like, oh, okay, I understand. And then, like, the second Megumin appeared on screen, she's like, what's for him? Hey, she has the same birthday as me. He's like, okay, she's the best character. Yeah. Onirayo. So the problem is that you can't just like tie yourself up with all that like diversity and all that. Diversity is a neutral term, and it is a positive because yeah, if you have diversity in media, you get to hear stories from different points of view, and I think that's great. And I think the current PR team for diversity is just doing a shit job.
Exactly. Plus,
Yeah, like I said that a
I'm
few
all for
times.
diverse body types, but spoiler here, I'm a bit of a chubby chaser, so
I'm
that's my fucking excuse. Also,
oh
I'm
I
sorry, I forgot to say it to live chat, which you should probably do the same on your video because
yeah I got it.
it bans everyone who says f bomb. So Matt Wheaton was saying fuck this guy, fuck that guy. He said fuck Jessica Taku, fuck
Oh
uh
no,
yeah, Darling and Franks is just shit. Oh my god,
I
this
haven't watched it, but I want to watch it just because I want to know how bad it is.
okay.
I also want to get really drunk and watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
There's a reason why I hate anime hype culture, as well as I don't like talking about anime during the season until the show is finished. So I might
Thank you, Oni.
talk about Keep Your Hands Off Azokin once I'm finished
Okay,
watching the show.
I've heard really, really good things. I've
It's
been
good so
meaning to
far.
start
It's
it,
good so far. But what I'm trying
but
to say is,
isn't it directed
yeah,
by the Devilman Cry?
Devilman. It's I don't know if it's directed. Was it directed by Devilman Crybaby?
I think it is. I think it's directed by the same guy.
I thought it was directed by the guy who directed Mind Game. I thought they were two different guys.
I think they're the same person.
Oh,
I'm gonna look this up.
it's been 5 years since Devilman Crybaby because that was like one
What?
of the
No,
things they
no,
advertised.
no, it has not. Shut the fuck up.
Somebody said in that trailer it said, "Oh, directed by the guy who hasn't worked on anything in 5 years."
Devilman Crybaby came out in 2018.
Exactly, which is why I don't think it's the same guy.
Okay, let me see the director. Masaki Yusa.
Okay,
But
not to
he has
get,
a very distinct style. I might be crazy.
not to get too distracted, but
Yeah. Oh, that's what podcasts are about with me especially.
exactly 1 year ago, Darling of the Franxx was the most hype ass shit ever.
I remember. It's
watched
Zero Tuesday every week.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I immediately hated it. I dropped it. I was like,
Okay.
this is me against both hype culture and watching seasonal anime at the same time.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks after I dropped it, everyone turned 180'd and shat on the show.
Do you remember Guilty Crown?
I know the title, but I've never seen it.
Guilty Crown is one of the worst anime I've ever seen. I watched it because one of my friends, who's actually no longer my friend, but that's not related, he said like, "Yo, Guilty Crown's like the best show I've seen in years." I watched it, and it's like it was like I don't know what this is called, but you know those shows that kind of have like the tone of Code Geass?
Train wrecks.
Well, I think there was in Oraimo, Kuroneko, the goth girl, kind of had a taste for this particular kind of anime, and they called it something, but I don't remember what it was called. But Guilty Crown was like one of those weird edgelord anime, and it was absolutely it was absolutely garbage until the main character became Hitler, and then it was great for 2 episodes, then it became garbage again.
Okay. But yeah, I have a very similar story regarding somebody who tried to advertise Fate Stay Night to me.
That anime.
Back in high school, when I was getting into Negima because my friends were into it. I watched a little bit of the anime. I thought it was that. I read the manga, fell in love with it almost immediately. That was my shit. That's another thing. I want to do a video talking about one of my favorite story arcs in that series. I have to reread it though, and this same guy is like, "Oh my god, Fate Stay Night." And to be honest, when he was talking about it, it sounded promising.
Oh no, Fate Stay Night is the coolest plot ever that should appeal to me in every layer. I fucking hate it.
A fucking Holy Grail tournament where people have like classic warriors from ancient history and fictional tales. It's like, this woman, she's King Arthur. It's like, I'm cool with King Arthur being a chick. And and then I found out that the show got licensed by Genion Entertainment, picked up volume 1 of the DVD, watched 4 episodes. It was very slow paced where hardly anything happened except that the main character got stabbed in the heart by a dude voiced by Rick Hunter, I think he was the Lancer. And I also think he mispronounced.
Lancer is the worst class because they ruined Ku Cullen, my favorite historical
But
mythological figure ever.
He also mispronounced his weapon Guy Bulge as Gay Bulges. That in itself became a meme.
I mean, I kind of love that.
But after I watched that, I went to lunch. I went to school lunch after probably getting some dinner work. I don't know. I had to go in the afternoon. I think I might have still been hopped up on drugs because of my wisdom teeth removal. But I went up to him and I said,
what the fuck? I watched Fate Zero when I was hopped up on wisdom teeth drugs.
And I talked to that guy and said, so I watched the first 4 episodes of Fate Stay Night. Keep in mind, this guy was gushing, sucking cock of this show so hard. And he just looks at me.
That's the reason I stopped listening to Podtaku, because they were just sucking the dick of Fate Zero.
And
I watched it.
He looked at me in the eye and nodded his head no. He went,
nodded his head no?
Apparently the ending sucked and it killed his buzz for the show.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But back to Masaki Yusa, the guy who directed the Hands Off Isuzoken. He did direct Devilman Crybaby.
Whoa, those advertisers lied. They need to be sued.
Yeah. This guy's director credits are fucking weird.
I know, he directed Mind Game, which I thought was a very entertaining film.
Yeah, but no, he directed an episode of Adventure Time.
It must have been like a special clip where they needed that dude's animation or something at some
Also,
point.
he was the character design for the Noxamillion episode of Whack Fu, the only good episode of Whack Fu.
Oh, don't say that, dude. Windsor could be watching. Windsor loves Whack
Wait, who
Fu.
could be watching?
Windsor, my buddy Jordan from Baton Rouge, he fucking loves Whack Fu. He got me into the show a little bit. I actually enjoy it.
To be honest, I do like it. I'm just being an asshole.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
No, this is kind of how I am when I feel like I like something, but there's a point of it that is so above and beyond the general quality that I'm like, oh, everything else sucks then.
All right, it's been 20 minutes, and we got...
Yeah, we should probably talk about this topic.
Let's actually cover the topic, because it was your idea. I mean, this was a fun warm-up, and I'm glad you all came and joined me on the stream, even though you weren't here to see me monster hunt yesterday night, man. People did have fun seeing me struggle with the Brachydios. It was a pretty intense fight. I'm also in the middle of trying to make a supercut of my best moments in the Resident Evil 2 stream. And by best moments, I mean all the times of me screaming and running away from Mr. X.
He gonna give it to you.
He gonna give it to you. He coming. I'm surprised nobody modded Mr. X to be the Undertaker from WWE.
Did you see the Vinny Vine Sauce mod that someone made for him?
No.
For the original Resident Evil 2?
No, what happened?
They made Mr. X Rem Lazar.
Who?
Oh, okay. So Rem Lazar is a weird ass like video from the late 80s, early that Red Letter Media kind of made famous. And it's like this weird pilot for a kid's show where they like build a dude and he becomes like, they build their imaginary friend and he becomes real and he's like a weird blue-haired space warrior. So you just see Mr. X punch through the wall and it just like yells like, Mountain Rem Lazar, and it's the funniest shit in the world.
You know, I just realized something. I haven't shared this video with Big Al.
Okay. I told him I was going to stream with you. I'm going to send him this right now.
Alright. Jason and I are alive. I also want to send it to certain individual friends. I'm going to send it to Magus. I don't know if he'll care, because you don't watch modern anime. He's super old school, okay.
Just boomer. Like Hal, who doesn't watch, who's a wrestling fan but doesn't watch modern wrestling.
Well, I'm the same way when it comes to wrestling too. I love the wrestling business. I love watching shoot interviews. I love listening to all the podcasts Conrad Thompson does with Eric Bischoff and JR and shit. But when it comes to actually sitting down watching wrestling, even though I heard some positive things about AEW, and AEW looks great, I just can't compel myself to keep watching.
Oh yeah, but honestly, yeah, we should probably get to the topic at hand.
All right,
I love
so
getting off
I
topic.
heard about this because my buddies Windsor and Real were watching this show together and they loved the hell out of it.
It's
And
so good.
yeah, I've heard about this. I've actually heard about the hold on. Okay, I guess well, what I've heard about this. I've heard about the series through the manga when I was browsing through a bookstore because I still like going to.
I have legit never heard of the manga, which is shocking to me.
I well, that's because I visit a bookstore at minimum once a month, so I usually
That
browse
yeah,
to see whatever
that
interests
you
me.
know what? You nailed it.
Yeah,
I don't know
even
how to read.
even though even though I didn't pick up Ishizoku Reviewers, which I think was around at the time, I did pick up Interspecies Monster Wrestling, which is also pretty fan
Oh, that
servicey.
one's hype as fuck.
I know. I hope it actually takes the wrestling a little more seriously, though. Like, I
Yeah,
get it. You think Monster Girls are sexy, but I
sure
just
do.
I just want Kaniku Man, but with monster chicks. It's not that hard to do, and it would still be sexy
That,
even if you're
that
not
would be
blatantly
great.
upfront. Yeah.
Unique Man's pretty sexy.
Can you if Al heard you
This
that?
Jameson's hitting me really hard. This is probably like 5 shots in one glass.
Dude, I added a shot of diesel, $2 extra into this daiquiri.
Beautiful. Oh, we are perfectly prepared.
All right.
So,
So, I was actually trying to find out where this anime was. I thought no one picked up the license when it was airing. I thought everyone
they did,
ignored
and then
it.
they didn't.
Well, yeah, I'm getting to it. I thought everyone ignored it. Windsor Real, they don't mind pirating, so of course
Mhm.
they'll watch it there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I saw about 2 or 3 days ago that Funimation posted a statement saying that they pulled the show off their fucking service, and that's probably why I haven't found out about it, because I don't have a Funimation subscription. I've
Here's actually the crazy thing. Has that ever happened before? I don't think it has.
I have seen companies cancel DVD productions of shows midway, but that's usually
But
because they're going out of business or they're having some huge problems.
yeah, like
Example.
that happened to Nichijou. I remember Bandai Namco. They licensed two of my favorite anime of the general same time period, Nichijou and Star Driver. Then they just stopped publishing anime.
Dude, Gosick, I think Gosick was one of those too, and
Oh shit, you're right. I
yeah.
didn't watch Ghost, but I loved Nichijou and Star Driver.
Another
How the
another
hell did Tumblr not ruin Star Driver for me?
another example would be Windsor and I love the manga Bakuman, which is made by the
Yeah,
guy who
the
made
manga
Death.
about manga.
Yeah, the manga about manga from the guys of Death Note. We love that manga, and
It's good.
I still have volume 1. You mean the only volume with 7 episodes in it. And it had an English dub. The main character was voiced by Dean Venture from the Venture Brothers, so I thought that was cool.
That's really cool.
But due to Media Blasters having some personal problems of their own, they liquidated
Yeah.
they axed 60% of their staff. They canceled DVD productions of this, as well as the third season of Vicky Tosin, which Funimation picked up, and now they're a pornographic shadow of their former selves. All they do is release incest hentai.
Oh shit, maybe they'll license this.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking they'll pick it up. They don't care. So yeah, Funimation pulls this show because it was just way too raunchy for them. And I'm kind of not surprised because they're bought out by Sony, and you know how Sony's been behaving as of
I did
late.
mention that in my video. I didn't say Sony by name, and I thought this was actually one of my funniest jokes, but I feel like anybody watching the video probably won't appreciate it. I said, "Am I due to their parent company, whose name I will not name, that rhymes with
I didn't hear that. Rhymes with what?
rhymes with pony." I'm not going to name their parent company, but that's what it rhymes with.
Oh, by the way, I'm reading the chat now, but Nightman said he saw a mod that replaces Mr. X with Big Smoke.
I saw that. That's why I wrote beautiful.
I'll have 2 number 9s.
2 number 9s, a number 9 large, and I forget the rest of that exchange.
But it ends with a large soda. I'm assuming that's Big Al every time you guys go out to get some food, right?
Okay, so I did spend the puppy bowl with Big Al. He is so serious about his diet, and I'm so proud of him. He's a good boy. like, yeah, we got drunk and watched the Puppy Bowl. That dude can pile away alcohol like nobody's business. I get full too fast to get drunk on beer,
Oh,
but I drank
dude, you should
straight
have
rum.
you should have seen me at the French Quarter, man. I had like 2 glasses of a Bayou Bash, and then I had a couple glasses of mimosa, and I hung out with my fucking Uncle Dave.
We drank mimosas.
Yeah, I went to I hung out with Uncle Dave and my cousin's boyfriend, who I friended on Facebook because I thought he was such a cool dude, and he bought me all my drinks.
Nice.
I got me a Hurricane. I started feeling the buzz there, and then was like, okay, I heard about this one drink. I think it was called the hand grenade or something.
Yo, I've had that. It barely hits me. I have a
Dude.
very weird alcohol tolerance.
That's weird because I found the bar that was serving the hand grenades, and they had a frozen variant of it, which is what I'm drinking daiquiris of. We have frozen daiquiris here.
Nice.
Drive-through frozen daiquiris.
But like I said, I'm drinking straight Jameson. My
No,
Irishness
I mean,
is.
I just love the fact that you could serve alcohol beverages through the drive-through.
It's great.
That's crazy. But
It's so stupid.
but I got me like 2 hand grenades, and I was just feeling it. And I met up with a friend of mine who I haven't seen in 7 years, so it was a wonderful time, and I was drunk and I didn't puke.
Yep, that's the best feeling when you're drunk, is not puking.
Dude, I almost puked during Christmas when I downed an entire bottle of fucking eggnog.
It- I love eggnog. Okay, so honestly, the thing I want to talk about before I forget it in a drunken Jameson haze
All right.
is the thing is I don't like to like the problem I've seen with people discussing interspecies reviews, and the reason I felt compelled to make a video that was generally neutral on the topic, is that people can't put away their hate boner for Funimation to put away their love, but yeah, to embrace their love boner of Monster Girls, the truest of boners.
To be fair, I've been reading the manga of Monster Musume. I've finally gotten past.
It's so good.
I've
wanted to do a video on that.
I've gotten past to where the manga ends. I think the last
Pole
thing,
best girl.
I think the thing I need to I'm next on
Yes.
reading is is apparently, and no surprise to me, the mermaid is apparently an Ojo or something. So
Okay.
that's the next thing I'm on. Before that,
Wait.
before that, they were on some dairy farm, and there was some big titty
Yeah.
cowgirl, and there was a sheep girl. Which, by the way, I don't know if
Sheep Girl's good.
I don't know if the fan subs did this or whatnot, but the localization for her, and that's something else we're going to cover on is
I think her
localization.
name's Meru.
Yeah,
Meru?
She whenever she says anything, well, okay, I'll give you an idea. It's like, I don't want to feel bad. Yeah, she
Good, I
fucking,
love
she
it.
fucking bleats some of her words out like that.
Yep. That makes it. Honestly, that's my favorite thing in Overwatch is hearing Madoka's voice actor just like bray out lines when she was playing Clementine, the like homicidal rogue.
Huh.
But you said you were
apparently-
down with the thickness. Have you read Elf on a Diet, or Plus Sized Elf? Is also the name.
Real is trying to push that show on me because I was
It's not
in
a show yet. Still a manga.
Manga, whatever. The point is, he's been pushing that show down my fucking throat because I was on a drunken haze and showed off some fucking DeviantArt images that I wish I didn't share. And now he's like, oh man, plus size elf, that sounds like up your alley, Dark Scream. But it's about a woman who's fucking needing a diet anyways. She's not proud of her chubby frame, so
here's actually kind of the goofy thing about that. I tend to tie it very closely to oh shit, what's the name of it? How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? That was a manga where it's like, hey, muscles are awesome. Here's how you get muscles. And then Plus Sized Elf is, yo, thick girls are great, but here's how you stay in shape. And it's like you're kind of defeating your own purpose there.
Yeah, I know.
But I think they do a realistic version of fitness where it's like, don't get skinny, it's bad for you. Be like a little bit thick, and it's probably the best for your metabolism.
To be fair, that's where I am right now. I am like 180 something pounds. I'm a little bit thick, but I'm not super fat anymore.
You're like lighter than me then. I don't know, you're just way shorter? Cause I don't
I'm
know.
6'3", so
Okay, I'm like 6'1" and I'm like 185, but I don't know how the hell my muscle or mass works because everyone always acts like I'm the skinniest motherfucker in the room.
I don't think I can see myself as the skinniest motherfucker in the room, but
Make more fat friends.
I have plenty of fat friends. I actually had a friend of mine who was fatter than me, but he moved to North Carolina. But
How dare he? He ruined your buffer zone.
in a way, he did. But man, we've been getting distracted. We need to talk, man,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
do want to talk
This
about.
is alcohol, man.
I do want to talk about localization because you want to bring up Tokyo
I really want
Mirage
to talk about
Session.
localization because there's so many things I can bring up right now. It's
Like
great.
I can bring up one other thing, and okay, let me bring this up. Are you familiar
Please
with
do.
a game called Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel 3?
I've heard the Legend of Heroes. I've not heard Cold Steel 3.
Okay, the Legend of Heroes Trail series is my absolute favorite JRPG franchise of all time. It's actually surpassed Persona now
Oh, wow.
because it's actually
Play a real Shin Megami Tensei game. Sorry, continue.
I played Devil Survivor 2, and that game was amazing.
Yo, I like Devil Survivor 1 because just like, hey, we created the Tower of Babel, then you invented the internet. Fuck you. I'm going to murder you. I'm God.
Well, I really like Devil Survivor 2 because that's kind of what I want Tokyo Mirage Sessions to be originally. But
I was
anyways,
going to talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions,
but anyways,
actually.
Legend Heroes Trail series. The reason why I love that franchise so much is because it's actually a shared universe. It feels like a self-contained version of an MCU. So Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel, and the two Crossbelt Arc games, they all take place in the same universe, like at least a couple of years apart, but they're like in different continuities, and they do have characters that will hop around and share existence in the universe. Um, it's pretty cool. I'm in the middle of Trails in the Sky second chapter right now. I've beaten all three Cold Steel games. Well, anyways, the license was picked up by Nippon Ichi Software of America. Exit used to handle license, but I guess they stopped giving a shit, or Nisa must have offered Falcom more bags of money. And I was nervous about the localization originally, but they did get the original people who worked on the game in the first place to come work for them. So it stayed pretty faithful. There are some errors, but they did patch the game this week to fix those errors. And I thought the game was phenomenal. I want to see a Trails of Cold Steel 4 come out soon. But then, about a week or two ago, around the PAX East Falcom presentation, there was a live stream, and some of the two localization guys of NISA came out and said, they said something along the lines of, we had to change one of the jokes to be more quote unquote culturally appropriate, blah, 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 blah. Everyone lost their fucking shit. Now, here are both sides of the coin on this. One, y'all didn't care. Y'all loved the game before this. And don't say you're not going to support this, because I don't even fucking believe you at this point. Because people who say, I'm not going to support this game because it's just shit, blah, 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 blah. You guys are
Thank you
liars.
so much for that, by the way.
Yeah, I can't stand people who act like that.
I did that for Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the first release, but now I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll after you finish, I'll get into my beliefs of Tokyo
Yeah,
Mirage.
I know, because I
Sessions.
do want to ask you questions, because I saw your Facebook post about that. But
Yeah.
that's why I kind of understand Pat Boyven's point of view when he was talking about censorship way back a couple weeks ago.
Okay, you listen to the Hell Super Beast too? Damn, why are we not best friends?
Yeah, I listen to Castle Super Beast. I fucking love those two.
Pat's the best.
Pat and Wooly are amazing, and I understand Wooly's point of view too. Perspective. I too,
Even if they're shit sometimes.
I too sigh heavily on this shit. But at the same time, regarding to NISA's localization, why did you open your mouth? You were in the clear. You didn't have to say shit at all, and nobody would have noticed or cared. And on another note, why did you think that a quote unquote sexist joke would be something that we couldn't handle? But this game has a female on female breast groping incident.
Of course.
A student hitting on her teacher almost constantly, like non-subtle ways. To describe this character, well, you probably saw JoJo Part 5. You know the ending credit song.
Of course.
Yeah, freaking you. Yeah.
Freaking you.
The main character's sister complex, and a bunch of other things are still there, including a lot of swimsuit DLC. By the way, one of the party members is a fucking lolicon girl, and you could put her in a fucking skimpy bikini that you could get for free. But for some reason, a joke, we couldn't handle it. My best case scenario, I don't know what the joke is. Nobody knows the example specifically, but I'm assuming everyone is going to find out when the game comes out on PC in March, as well as on the Switch. If it's on the Switch, go pick up the game. I don't even care at this point. Just support the franchise.
I love the Switch. It's great for like every game release.
But my best case scenario is that the localized joke is funnier than the Japanese version, and they were just talking out their asses. And I'm sorry if I'm not reading the chat, but if I were to read the chat while I'm rambling, I would be too distracted.
Oh no, I'm just talking about cultural appropriation right now because Oni mentioned it.
I know,
and
but either way. There are some localization things that bug me, but it's not enough for me to drop a game. Another example, and I talked about this like 5 times in my previous streams. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. There is a pre-order bonus in the game. Hold on a second. Let me get more sloshed.
Do it. Do it, you bastard. I should have just brought my Jameson in my room to pour more for myself.
I kind of wish we delayed the stream by a half hour. Because if we did, I would have ordered at least 2 different daiquiris.
I would have ordered a pizza.
I actually have work in the morning. I can't get too fucked up. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I gotta work tomorrow, too. I forgot about that.
It's fine.
Jobs are stupid.
Plus, I like to work out on weekday mornings, and I need to get back in a little more in shape. I don't want to become a fat bastard because Scott Steiner hates fat asses, and I look up to Scott Steiner sometimes, minus the steroid abuse. This fat son of a bitch is talking shit about us, but have you looked at him lately?
Oh, Scott Steiner, the genetic freak.
Okay, so
interspecies.
No, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. There's a pre-order bonus where you can get a couple Digimon. And they're called Sistermon CL and Sistermon, I forgot her name. It's Blanc. Yeah. But she wasn't known as Sistermon Blanc. In the original Japanese version, she was known as Sistermon Noir. And she wore black. But, and Bandai Namco fucking came out and said this, the reason why they changed her outfit from black to white was because they didn't want to offend any religious groups. And that's what that's where I wanted to slam the brakes and say, hold on a second, couple things.
Hold the fuck up.
One, nobody even knows that this game is Digimon is relevant enough to even garner attention anymore. Speaking as a bigger fan of this franchise than Pokemon, I can tell you that with confidence. Number 2, okay, there's an Anjumon, an Anjumon, a Devilmon, a Lady Devilmon, a Seraphimon, a Lucimon, a Beelzemon, all these other religious figure Digimon in there. But the one that you think will cause a tism stir would be a fucking woman in a black nun outfit wielding fucking dual pistols ready to boondot sink this bitch up.
Most Digimon are just person gun anyway.
So. Yeah, I know.
And shorts.
But whatever. Was all that stupid? Yes. Was it inconsistent censorship? Yes. Almost all censorship is inconsistent and hypocritical.
Very much.
Even in the context of their own stuff. Was it enough of a problem for me to boycott this game? No. The worst case scenario, this Digimon would just be deleted entirely and I couldn't access it altogether. And even then, I would probably still pick up the game because I love the original Cyber Sleuth. What the fuck are you giggling about now?
No, okay, so the subtitle said, none will cause secure autism to stir. And I can't handle it.
Yeah, I'm looking at these subtitles too. This is getting crazy. Anyways, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is one of the most egregious examples of censorship and localization, and yet you went and bought the game anyways. Why is? And we had an argument about not an argument, but we talked about this game before,
Yeah.
and how the
Yeah.
Japanese version was getting censored. And I
It's
told
weird.
you they're doing this out of laziness and apathy, and I still believe that because the game
I'm
underperformed.
very lazy and apathetic.
Because the game underperformed in Japan. So why bother going the extra mile where you think the game would probably sell less on the Switch? In my honest opinion, I still think they should have just delayed the game and gave us the uncensored version with all the bikinis.
They should have, yes.
Yes, they should have done that.
But here's actually the weird thing I feel about the bikini section. So the bikini section story-wise makes no sense. The general thing about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, for those who don't know, is that the characters are idols that work for an entertainment industry. And there is a arc in chapter 2, I believe, where one of the characters is very shy about posing for gravure photos, which are like in a bikini.
Yeah,
and then
in
the original version, she will, she overcomes that, and then she wears a bikini for the final boss fight. In the English version, in the edited version, she's a fashion model, and she wears like weird like hip hop date clothes. And I kind of prefer the hip hop outfit to a bikini. Like, I think there's more character to that one.
I know the director of the game was trying to defend the localization edits of the game. And I don't know if it's him trying to get more sales so he can get more profit, or just him trying to like tell people to give this game a chance. I don't know. I kind of saw the censorship coming a mile away because I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Nintendo is a bunch of fascists or whatever," but no, they're not.
I think it was Nintendo though, because Nintendo was like publishing a bunch of borderline like super etchy games, like all the Senran Kagura massage.
Well, that's the thing. Games. They'll do third-party titles and they'll localize that uncensored. Omega Labyrinth Life, for example.
Yeah.
But you got to remember,
Tokyo is selling very well on the digital front. It's not selling well physically, but digitally, it's a download.
Okay, but you have to remember, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is a Fire Emblem game. That's a first-party Nintendo title.
That's the problem.
Forget that. If this was
Fire Emblem has the worst localization of any series, in my opinion.
They
ruined my girl Effie.
If this was a standalone Atlas game, it probably would have came out uncensored. But no,
probably. A lot of people say Atlas are the ones who decided this, but I don't think that's true.
They didn't, dude. Atlas wouldn't censor. Oh, bikinis. No, dude.
Rated M
Persona 4 had a fucking dungeon in it. That was a strip club.
I'm sorry, I like the music louder.
And the fucking boss of that game was, oh, I'm a little girl who's going to strip butt naked. It's Rise Kuchikawa's shadow. Oh, by the way,
Rise's the worst.
By the way, her fucking shadow TV scene in the anime was fucking hilarious because she was being all lewd and erotic, and you was like tapping on the record button, hoping the record.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I love Unirakami as just this weirdo who says dumb shit constantly.
I know, dude. Oh my god, I'm serious. Even if you played Persona 4, watch the anime. My justification for watching the anime is if you want to tell somebody that's the story of that game, but they're very ambivalent on trying out JRPGs for whatever reason, get the anime adaptation and watch it with them. Because that's what I did. I watched it with a friend of mine. It's like, okay, there's no way he's going to sit down and play 40 to 60 hours of Persona 4. What if, but he still watches anime. What if I just buy these DVDs and I watch it with them? And yeah, he loved it. So, digital sales for TM. What about Japanese digital sales? Because there was a news article.
The Japanese digital sales were high. What happened is that for TMS, there was a report on like a bunch of sites that Tokyo Mirage Sessions was underperforming even compared to the Wii version, the Wii U version.
Yeah, I heard
that. Later, I was bringing up. Like, the physical version has a very limited release, and most people are only able to get it via digital download. And the digital downloads were the highest rated digital downloads of that week.
Yeah, I heard a very similar story about Yakuza 7.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Okay, so apparently they're more comfortable with the digital age. I'm mixed about all that shit, but okay,
I like
fine.
having a physical copy just in case my internet goes out.
Well, okay, first off, I can play most of these digital games I downloaded offline anyways.
Well, yes, that's true.
Otherwise, what's the point of owning a Switch if I can't fucking go to a fucking pizza restaurant and play Doom and rip
You know
fucking
what? You're right.
demon spines out of people's asses while people look horrified?
Um,
Yeah. I mean, and second, if the internet were to go out as a whole, because I've heard this fucking argument all the time, guess what? It's the apocalypse.
yeah, we after a day without porn, we'd probably be eating each other
I did not watch Professor
in that
Otaku's.
way, and then in that way.
To answer Matt Wheaton's question, I did not watch Professor Otaku. I haven't watched that guy in a long ass time, and I never plan to do so in the future. But his review of the Persona 4 anime being cringe, I believe you.
Fuck off.
I've reviewed Persona 4 the anime, and
Yeah,
I loved it.
you're a way higher benchmark than that asshole.
I bet I am because I like to at least be honest, as more down to earth as possible. But
Yeah.
at the time in the early 2010s, keep in mind I was a huge mark for the Persona series. I was playing 3 and 4, and I was like, because it was the game that got me into JRPGs. Before that, I used to hate them. I used
That
to
happened
hate
to me
them.
too.
I used to hate them, and then I tried out this bizarre game where, yeah, you're solving a murder mystery and exploring
Extra
this
great
weird.
because it's based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so it is a bizarre game.
Yeah, you were in this weird game where you're like traveling in a TV world and exploring weird dungeons and all this, but 40% of the game is you're a high school student talking to people, and I thought, well, that sounds kind of dumb. But then I tried the game myself, and I was like, why am
Great.
I enjoying myself more than I
Actually
should?
gave it a terrible review, and I make fun of that review all the time. They said Persona 3 is like a mediocre game that doesn't really deserve any attention. Then Persona 4, they said it's amazing, but it has too much in common with Persona 3.
Oh, you mean it's like Persona 3, but better mechanics?
Yeah. Doesn't have the tired system.
No?
Oh,
Then I guess it's better.
yep.
Can't wait for
Oh,
Yakuza 7. Yeah, I can't either, but I still need to finish Judgment and Fist of North Star Lost Paradise. And
shit. Yeah, I need to
Al
play.
saw my link, but apparently he's not watching.
I sent Elle a link too. He might be busy. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'll force him to watch the show one day.
Yeah, okay. So,
But speaking of
So
the
what
show,
so what do you think got Funimation to pull Monster Girl reviewers?
so there's a general thing. I think that people are every person I see talk about this thing, I feel are like pulling their personal issues with Funimation while forgetting that it is a company. And the thing is, Funimation makes some like bad decisions, but I don't think the SJWs made them pull the show. There was no controversy about the show whatsoever, no matter what anyone says. And there was just a lot of cases where I hate Yellow Flash beyond belief. He's one of the worst YouTubers ever who spreads like actual harmful ideas, in my opinion.
I am with you there.
Because the fact that his Vic Mignogna lead. Okay, I'm a Midwestern cosplayer. His lead witness in the Vic Mignogna like discussion was this dude who goes to cons and is well known as a pervert and one of the worst people alive who shares child porn. That was his lead witness to everything that happened to Vic Mignogna, was this guy who would know nothing about it,
I just
who
want
was
to
a
let you
pedophile.
know that we're probably going to have to agree to disagree when it comes to Vic McDerp, but
Okay, I'm just saying I don't.
yeah, but still,
again,
I never liked
I
Yellow
never
Flash. I
liked
don't
him.
like any of these fucking YouTubers who they're doing this for views and attention.
His
Because
sources were really bad. I think we can agree to disagree that I think we can agree his sources were bad, even if we disagree on the general thing that happened. Which that's fine. Like that's more about him than
Yeah.
anything else. I have my own opinions. I'm gonna leave that by the wayside.
he's playing the algorithm game, which unfortunately, if you want to get popular on YouTube, you just have to make stupid videos about anti-SJWs. I'll give you an example on my channel. I did a video about the fact that Xseed was forced to delay and censor the PS4 port of the latest Senran Kagura game at the time, which is something that's completely out of character of them to do. But they actually said in a very subtle, not subtle matter. We're doing this out of the decision of the platform holder, aka Sony forced us to do it. And I did that video and I uploaded it, and I got like over 1,000 views in like less than 48 hours. Here's the thing, I hate those aren't the videos I don't want attention on, so I had to privatize that. Same thing with my Teen Titans Cove video with Windsor.
You have a lot of respect for me for that, because like sometimes I'll make videos I regret, and it's like, you know what, I don't want this to be what I'm known for.
I want to be more positive on my fucking channel. This is
yes.
This is why I've garnered even more respect for Silent Rob when he talked about how he doesn't want to do videos shitting on other people anymore. He'd just rather do video game streams. Because they're like, oh my god, you've actually grown and matured. So have I. We don't have to do stupid shit. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Even when I was 22 years old, I felt bad for the shit I did to Metal Mouth back in the day. I really did. And that's why I took down. Man. Yeah. That's why I took down all those videos in private and then took down the entire channel because, well, other than the fact that Big Al and I were going through some bullshit for this fucking
I know all about a lot of the stuff from just hanging out with
but other than that, you know, I just thought I can't do commentaries on other people's channels anymore. I don't want to be a dipshit. But anyways,
so interspecies reviewers, I will generally, like, again, I'm going to take a pretty ambivalent side on this, and from watching the anime, like I talk about this in my video, a lot of people go like, how'd Funimation not know what they were getting themselves into? And I think we mentioned this a little bit earlier, in that the manga is pretty tame for the most part, where it'll just show the actual it just shows the actual review in text form on the page, and each chapter is only like 14 pages long. And think about the anime, you can't just show a wall of text and expect people to read that for a bit and then just like do other bullshit for a bit. You have to like show what they're talking about. So during that wall of text, the character will read it out and explain the review while showing everything that happened during their sex session. In episode 3, the censored version, in fact, I sent you that image. You can like bring that up if you want. That they had to cut to a black screen for like roughly 20 seconds. During my video, I had to shorten each of the black screens to like 4 or like 10 seconds long just to make it like reasonable. It was like insane. And Funimation has a policy, as far as I know, that they have to air like when they license a series, they're going to release it, and like there's a certain level, like there's a certain like threshold they're not allowed to pass. And they will always air the censored version and an uncensored version. In this case, the uncensored version is so obscene and crazy that publishing this would probably get them in hot water with a few distributors.
Yeah, I can understand that. That.
Like, I just watched episode 4, and holy shit! Like, I can see why they want to do it.
I saw a clip of that episode, and
you saw the succubus, didn't you?
I saw the liquid.
Yeah, so for anybody who hasn't watched episode 4 yet, the first one that's been done by fan subbers and not Funimation, there's a for anybody who doesn't know,
to answer Onirayo's question, it is Face Destroyer Inc., but he actually took down the video I was talking about. I'm not sure why, but it might be because there was a guy on his channel who is a fucking asshole by the name of the Great Exposer. Even Rob thought there's some I don't want to go too sidetrack on it, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that he took down the video. But yeah, it's not there anymore because it was buried there. But anyways, back to Monster Girl reviews.
Yeah. So okay, actually, Bill Asperger kind of says that he's a little bit lost on the situation. So interspecies reviewers, like we said earlier, the manga's kind of tame and is just like kind of hard ecchi. But the anime, because they had to fill for time while they were reading the reviews, they would just show the actual sex acts.
So they would have to be categorized as a hentai, right?
So here's actually the thing, is that hentai is very badly defined. I have, do you know about that, like, gentlemen, I give you corn clip that everyone plays with that one gay hentai where, like, the dude's, like, shoving corn up the guy's ass?
The worst part is I know the name of that hentai. It's
Something
called
sexual harassment. Yeah.
My Sexual
Yeah,
Harassment.
bisexual harassment.
It was
So
referenced in the first chapter of Owie House, a manga that I actually, well, a Western manga that I actually really like reading, but oh, those poor sons of bitches having to be forced to
yeah,
watch
but
that.
so the thing is, I've seen that hentai. It doesn't show any penetration ever. It's very implied. So interspecies reviewers also doesn't show any penetration. That's literally the only thing they don't show. They can't show the actual genitals, and they can't show penetration. They show everything else. The episode that was the last one aired by Funimation was an episode where the main characters took a potion that made them turn into women so they could have sex from a female point of view. And there was portions in that episode where it just cut to a black screen and said, "Please enjoy this scene without visuals." So the fact that they have to like air both a safe for work and uncensored version of this show means that the safe for work version is unwatchable because most of it is a black screen. And as it went on, it just got more and more crazy. The most recent episode, they go to a succubus, yeah, and and while they're picking out the girls, they say, "Oh, this is super cheap. What gives?" And they're going, "Yeah, the succubuses pay for this because they just need dick really bad." And it cuts to a succubus looking at them, going like, "Yo, give me everything you got," and starts humping the window, and you just see vagina juices splatter all over the window and the floor underneath her. Then later on, they go to a volcano, to a barbecue that is inhabited by salamander girls, and they cook like meat on their bodies like a yakiniku place. It's great. It's great. And and there's a point where they're like pulling meat off of her nipples. They're like, "Yo, check it out! It actually takes the imprint of her body when we cook it." For those who don't know, the plot of Interspecies Reviewer is that a bunch of horny adventurers sleep with a bunch of monster girl prostitutes and then write reviews about how good they are, and usually it leads to like people like looking into more, like learning more about these monster girls. It's great.
So your fucking dream job, right?
Yeah, it is. Like, but so when they go to they go to the succubus place, they basically get fucked to near death. And the salamander place, there is a scene in the episode where the elf main character is like, "Oh, if it leaves an imprint, watch this." Throws a piece of a beef onto the girl's vagina and pulls it off. And on the burn marks of the beef he's eating, you see like the labia minor and the labia majora, as well as her clitoris. Like you see everything. It's like a diagram of a vagina. And then there's a part where they go like, "Oh, we're gonna go even further," and then they pull out two sausages. Human shoves a sausage in the salamander's mouth, and the elf shoves it in her lower mouth. And then at that point, even the uncensored version cuts away and says, "This is too much for us. Here's a video of a harpy in a bath." So you get this like topless harpy girl bathing, and then it cuts back to the salamander girl, and they pull out the fully cooked sausage. And like there is,
You're cutting out, dude. Hello? His internet might not be good. Wow, hold on. Well, I'll text him. Jesus, this summary was getting really good.
reason to watch this thing. There was some rumors that the uncensored,
Jason,
that the fact that, yeah.
You muted out for like a whole 15 seconds.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Which part did you lose on?
I am too drunk to recall.
Okay. Long story short, the most recent episode that Funimation didn't do, succubus humps a window and vagina juices explode. Another part,
Hot dogs,
the salamander.
Clit.
Yeah, salamander. You see the clit and everything. Thank you, Samurai. You see the clit and the labia and everything, and because Funimation and their policy says they're supposed to have a safe for work version and the uncensored version, there's no way they could have possibly published the censored version on their site. And even then, there was some rumors going around that them airing the uncensored version would cut into Blu-ray sales. That doesn't really follow much of what was being said there, so I'm gonna probably throw that one out. But like in general, like you can't have an anime like this and have a safe for work version. This is not a safe for work anime. I
Oh,
said it in my video, and it's one of my favorite lines that this studio also made the most recent season of High School DxD, and High School DxD pushed the envelope, and this thing pushes the whole goddamn post office.
yeesh. Yeah. I can understand. If it's really that raunchy, I can understand.
It's
Man,
more raunchy than most hentai I've seen.
it just makes you wonder. I'm surprised that Japan didn't fucking send them letters saying, "Oh, by the way, this is what we're gonna put in our show. I
What
hope you will. I hope you don't. I hope you like hot dogs,
here's so
cause
here's
this
the goofy
sounds
thing
like a
about
Media Blasters thing to me, man. The same
yeah
people who are totally cool with fucking incest porn. Oh
yeah
god, yeah,
that's a
that's
lot
like
of
their
people.
show Akisor. That's what they're pushing all the time.
I've seen people say like, "Oh, Funimation are a bunch of hypocrites. They had Valkyrie Drive Mermaid and High School DxD and all these things." These shows did not come close to the shit you should see on this show. I've never seen an anime go further. Like it is insane, and I love it. This is. I think we're actually witnessing history right now of the furthest you can go in a seasonal anime without it becoming a hentai.
That's
And
crazy because I don't think we've seen that since the late 2000s when you had
yeah,
your Ikitosins and your
yeah.
Queen's Blades and your Seika no Quasars, which
So the thing about Ikitoki,
I've been watching that latter show with Real and dear God, and I can't. That's another thing. Sentai Filmworks, they
yeah.
have that show on their streaming service High Dive, which I would support more than Crunchyroll and
So a
Verve.
lot of people say that interspecies reviewers should go to High Dive.
Yeah, that's the thing. They'll show you Seika no Quasar streaming uncensored.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah, but
okay, let's see how far they can really go.
like I
To
said,
quote that pink cat from Amagi Brilliant Park, simply put, we need
we
to go
need to go
looter.
looter. So actually, the one of the things I kind of want to mention is the last episode Funimation did. It like it just had
Also,
moments
Windsor
because
thinks that this is Sony's doing.
I honestly think that might be the case because if they release Blu-rays of this under Funimation's name, that they would have probably gotten reprimanded by Sony because they're essentially releasing porn. This is porn in every way except you don't see penetration. And I'm not going to deny that. There's a lot of people who go like, people are just too uptight. This is clearly ecchi. I'm like, no, I've seen hentai that is way less raunchy than this. Like, this is
I
insane.
Yeah, this sounds like too much, man.
And I love it. It's the best show.
Yeah, I mean,
Best anime of the decade so far.
Funimation has been on my shit list ever since they've been bought out by Sony because first they left Verve, which I guess is something out of their control.
Yeah.
Then
Like,
they
I can't hate them really
then
because I don't reserve
censored
hatred for companies very often.
They actually censored the latest season of Sword Art Online. I don't know if you're familiar with
What
that.
the fuck?
Yeah, there
Well,
was
did they cut out the stuff that's bad quality, meaning just don't release the season?
Boy, I wish. But no, there was apparently an implied rape scene in Sword Art Online. I think it was called Alization or whatever. Which in itself, the TV broadcast version was already heavily censored, but they straight up censored it even more on the Western broadcasts. And people were pissed off at that. And I'm like, well, you're justifying piracy at this
There we
point.
go. I gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
You cut off for a bit.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, they did. I believe Aniplex, which is also under Sony, had one of their episodes of Sword Art Online censored here. Yeah, I am not that drunk.
That happens, man. Sometimes if you're busy, then if you're
Even
distracted by
Lazy
something
Samurai
else,
agrees with me, so I guess he knows what I'm talking about. But, let's see. But yeah, this is. I'm telling you, man. Like I don't want to defend.
I sobered up. I was talking so hard, I think I burned away all my liquor calories.
I don't know, man. This boost will last for me for a while.
But
And I'm
like
glad
I
we're
was,
doing this.
yeah,
Even though
like
this
I
was
was
last
saying,
minute, if I knew this was going to be on my fucking channel and not yours, I would have
my
fucking
channel wouldn't get views. Yo,
yeah,
everybody, I
but
got like
I
50
would have
subscribers.
warned my audience at least
Yeah,
5 hours
I'm
ahead of
sorry.
time and set up
That
a
would have been great,
scheduled
actually.
broadcast, and we would have gotten people. We talking
That would have been
titties
great,
now.
actually. Next time I want to talk about like some dumb shit anime thing, I'll totally like give you stuff ahead of time and do a and do a stream. 'Cause that'd be actually a lot of fun.
yeah. Let's do it. Well, actually, if it weren't for YouTube's new policies, I would be cool talking 2 hours about why Mother's Basement is the worst YouTuber ever.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say an uncontroversial reason for that is that he makes 40-minute videos on topics that could be gotten across in 3 seconds.
True, but he also said if you support Rurouni Kenshin, you support pedophilia.
Eh,
There's no over this. I'm
I
actually
don't really
defending
care
Win.
enough. I understand what he's going for.
I don't care enough about Kenshin either. Windsor
Yeah,
does, and I know that's a stupid
the
statement
live action movies were good.
because at the time he didn't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, he's one and done.
yeah.
Isn't this? Yeah, yeah. There were a couple rape scenes in the couple seasons before the third season of Sword Art Online.
That's
But
common in 90s anime.
yeah, I'm just glad Mattel took the Masters of the Universe media license back from Sony. Oh, that's good. I thought Digibro was bad and made me stop following him and Mother's Basement. Yeah, they're both bad.
So the
Digibro said Mecha Anime's dead. I will say
the best AniTuber online. I love Super Eye Patch Wolf. Anything he talks about is great. Really?
I threw some shade at him yesterday. Nothing too harsh, but I can't stand
What
his
did he
presentation.
do?
He sounds like he's gonna cry in like 5 minutes time.
Yeah, he's Irish. He's super emotional. He's afraid the British are gonna come back and like ruin his life again.
I don't like that, man. I thought that was a little too much. I mean, he tries to defend Undertaker's streak being broken. I'm like, dude, Brock Lesnar doesn't deserve it. It was the worst moment in Undertaker's career.
Did he defend that? I thought he just said it's a crazy moment, but it was like not that well handled.
It was crazy, yes, but it was the worst moment ever in wrestling history.
I don't know. Santino Marella like came back. I don't Lazy Samurai. I don't like Giguk. I don't like
him either. He sounds like Yahtzee.
Okay, the reason I don't like Giguk is because I listened to Podtaku for a bit, and he is one of those people who has an opinion of something, and then even after he's proved wrong, he holds on to it. Like him talking about Akame ga Kill and saying it's absolute garbage and just refusing to move from that even after he watched it, and he's like, no, it's like, no, it's pretty good. I still think it's shit. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
No, so Super Eye Patch Wolf, he's one of the better ones, I will admit, but he's not one that I like all that much.
What about Clemps?
Clemps is more of a game YouTuber than an annotator.
That's true. That's very true.
He's okay. I like him. I like his podcast, especially when Pat comes up to fucking shit on Final Fantasy IX in front of him.
I like that we're just naming off the YouTubers that the best friends have pushed really hard.
Yeah, I know. But I get... They also pushed Laura Kate Dale, which I thought was a fat mistake.
That was the weirdest moment I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a big fat
Even
mistake.
then, they called her out by going like, yeah, a friend of the show, Laura Kate Dale, said some really dumb shit about Persona 5. Yeah, and it's like, we're not going to defend this at all because it's stupid.
I don't know. It still sounded like they were eggshell walking during that to me, but it's been a while since I heard that. I know what you're talking about, but that was like months ago.
Yep. In fact, as a reference to that, I named every time I get
the Anime Man, Akidiris, and Misty. Oh my god, the Anime Man said something super hypocritical in one video. I remember. I forgot what. He was talking about. I think it was Digibro's stop watching Crunchyroll rants because it was around the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he said something about. This is what he said. In the beginning of the video, he says, I think it's stupid to judge something before it comes out. At the end of the video, he says, I'm not gonna watch this show. It looks stupid. Wait a second. Didn't you say at the beginning of your video it
Are you
would be?
talking about that weird magical girl show that looks like it was
That
animated by
fucking that
like
fucking
typical Rebecca Sugar, like Cal?
yes.
I don't
that
like saying
shit.
Cal Art style because it's overdone, but it's like if the shoe fits.
Yeah.
Did it ever come out?
No, and I was asking the same fucking question.
So it's one of those things that I okay, because every time Al brings up Gen Z or Gen Z,
Gen Z.
I say, stop, it's not even dead, it was never born. You're beating up an abortion.
Pretty much, and I'm glad that show got aborted. But yeah, I can't. That was like the only Anime Man video I've seen, and I decided to not watch anything else after that. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of Anitubers I like, and
Yeah,
here's
no,
the thing.
I
When
don't
I try
like
to make YouTube content.
Anitubers. I've said many times that if you want to be a channel that focuses on one thing, you usually end up staring into the abyss, and then you become the abyss.
I want to try to like do a different approach, a more human approach, a more fair approach, something in order to make myself stand out, but at the same time not be like these other guys who are pseudo intellectuals and stuff.
Can we just both agree that Demolition D was the greatest Anituber of all time, and the algorithm fucked him over, and he's only now coming back with just shitposts?
Yeah.
Was that a yes? You cut out.
I said yes.
I love Demolition D and his 5,000 pets.
The Anime Man says Samurai Champloo's dub is terrible. Yeah, he's bullshit. Samurai Champloo has Steve Bloom in it. How can it be terrible? How can it be terrible? Huh? Huh?
Most dubs are terrible. All language is bad.
All language is bad, huh? I don't know.
I'm gonna communicate with a series of grunts for the rest of the stream.
I prefer dubs. I prefer some dubs because I don't like to read either.
Meh. Oof.
Yeah.
Meh.
It's probably why it's so hard for me to watch Shirobako because it isn't dubbed yet. But I did watch Amagi Brilliant Park because that was dubbed.
I love Shirobako so much.
I mean, the show's really good so far, but so much dialogue. So
I don't remember what the name of this article was, but it was, or like where it was posted, but it was this thing. Josh Araku was in a very similar place because it was a very, very Japanese series, to the point that when I watched it, I had to pause like every 20 seconds to go look on Wikipedia to see what the hell they were talking about. And this guy was saying, like, if you watch this anime subbed, you're doing it wrong. You need to know real Japanese to understand and appreciate this show.
Subbed?
Yeah, if you're watching it subbed, you're doing it wrong. There wasn't a dub out at the time. Basically, if you're not watching it as a Japanese raw, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, okay. And then, let's see. But other things of localization.
Yeah, Lazy Samurai. He Demolition D has a secondary channel, and he's been pretty like frequently posting shit posts for like the past month.
Yeah, he did a shit post on Azoken, and
it was great.
Everyone's like, "Don't do that. Don't give me hope."
Yeah, exactly. I commented on that one. It's like, what the hell? You're alive.
Yeah, I thought he hasn't uploaded in like 7 years.
2 years. No, about 2 years. The last video he did was a video of his skink eating a caterpillar.
Okay, I probably didn't see that one because it wasn't fucking anime related.
Exactly. So the thing is that his main channel is his secondary channel now because his main channel is locked. It sucks, I know. But yeah,
all because he shamed them lolly fans. That's probably what did him in.
Like, I'm playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I feel so bad for that game because every second of its existence, it's been mishandled, and it's like the game is actually very well made, but it was like, hey, the original announcement is Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. Here's Fire Emblem characters. Here's characters from SMT4. That's not what the game is. Shut up.
Yeah, I know. It's about fucking titties, and anime was a mistake.
Titles. some titties. So one of the goofy things is one of my favorite characters in the game, Barry Goodman, who I've explained as Barry is great until he stops being great.
Oh boy.
That is a character who is an American weeb who is a former like metal guitarist, and he gets some character development because he gets really protective of a like 11-year-old character and kind of like acts as sort of like almost a kind of a goofy. I don't want to say father figure because he's not serious enough for that. And it's like, okay, that's kind of cute. He's like very protective of her Sona, and it's like this crazy knight, and she wears like this giant bunny armor. And it's like, okay, cool. I kind of like him. And then it goes like way too far, and he can barely function as a human because he's just so insecure. And then it turns into like weird grooming shit, and everyone's like, no, oh please, Barry, don't. I like.
Wow,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Still pissed off at TMS along with the fucked up translation and needless censorship. Yeah, swimsuits are just too lewd in the world of Nintendo. I need to be right back. I need to take a piss.
But it's not the world of Nintendo. It's like the weird. I want to say it's the weird Fire Emblem team because they ruined. They like I think I said earlier. They ruined my girl Effie. Which Effie's gimmick, if anybody's seen Monster Musume, she's basically Tio. She is just a crazy beast lord with unmanageable strength who destroys everything she touches, but she's super girly and just wants to be seen as cute. And then in the localization, they just give her this really deep, raspy voice, and she's like, yo, my biceps are so thick and I eat 8 pounds of chicken a day. Just fill my face with slop. I'm swole. I love you. And it's awful. You still there? You kind of cut out. I guess it's just me for a bit. So, streams a lot. Can anybody else not hear Dark Stream? Yeah, Dark Stream? Because I certainly can't. Or is my computer just messed up? Oh no. I would do the same thing, right? That's probably a good idea. I would do the same thing, but now I got to keep the entire thing going. So, what are you guys thinking? Am I talking too much? Am I too loud? Three Houses is good. I like Three Houses localization. It's better than Fates, where it's hey, ninjas don't talk. Let's replace this entire support conversation with ellipses. So we're in a Rob Liefeld comic.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, what's up? I was kind of worried because I didn't even know you left.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna use the bathroom. I need to take.
I'm loud and
well,
drunk. Yes, exactly.
If Hal was around, I'd be like, I got a big surprise for you, and then show an image of me just chopping up a fucking roll of salami or something, followed by the phrase, chuppy, your pee-pee.
Love each other, love each other. So the way Al pisses me off all the time is because I lived with a roommate who never did his dishes, and as a result, and like even then, like even when I was at home, I don't like touching dirty dishes. So every time I like had a dirty dish, I would just clean it in the sink immediately, and then. But every time he soaks dishes at work, he just sends me an image. Go, yeah, look at me not cleaning the dishes, and I want to murder him every time.
Damn.
You're a chef. You should know how evil soaking dishes.
Damn. That's messed
Anybody
up.
want to start a waifu war of Three Houses? Because I'm all about Dorothea.
Damn, no, because I too am all about Dorothea.
Oh, okay. We'll just fight over the rights to Dorothea.
Yeah, Jojo, it's fucking live. We're doing it live. Yeah. Fuck it.
No, we'll do it live. Just like what's his face?
We're just both shit faced because you know it's Bill O'Reilly, the guy who got fired for Me Too, but fuck him.
Did Bill O'Reilly like apologize for being himself a little while back and saying I was on a lack of sleep and a lot of drugs during that entire show?
When he was supposedly sexually harassing
No, that was Glenn Beck. My mistake.
I was about to say. That
yeah, my bad, Glenn Beck. Yeah, but
For anybody who hasn't watched it, Interspecies Reviewers is amazing, and my discussions about the content of the show. I hope that people are following that and that you have similar taste to me, that you're like, yo, Monster Girls. I'm gonna cosplay Stunk, the main human adventurer, at probably ASEN, and I hope my Monster Girl panel gets approved because I have so much to say about this, and I'm so excited.
I hope it gets approved too, because that would be a fun panel to see.
Oh, at Youmacon, like every year they approve my Monster Girl panel. Last year I think was the best I've ever done because I was there with my old roommate, like the one I really liked, and like we just bounce off each other so well that like we just kind of had the whole room captivated. Usually I sort of I have like usually when I'm talking about it, like generally if you ever host an anime panel, you can't get too hung up on people leaving because a lot of people have to like do other stuff. But this one had the highest retention rate of any I've ever been to.
Nice.
Although one of my coworkers showed up because he knew I was hosting this, and then he left because like, you sounded way too drunk. And I mentioned I hadn't drank that day. I was just really excited.
Yeah, man, get hyped because you love them monster titties.
I sure do. I love that monster titty and cloaca.
Yeah, you love that hyena.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't mention that. There's a hyena girl in this show.
I know, and I know that other thing about her.
Yep. For those who don't know, hyenas are a matriarchal society, and they have very large clits, and they usually use it to peg the males to keep them in line. So the female hyenas are usually the alphas. In the episode where all the characters take the potion to become women and then review sex from a female's point of view, the human sleeps with an elf, and everyone rips into him because he sleeps with 800-year-old elves and doesn't really know the difference, while all the magical races are like, what the hell, her mana smells like shit, why do you like this? The elf sleeps with a slime girl, the halfling sleeps with a halfling, and then the angel, who has both genitals anyway, they're like, oh, you know what, I kind of want to try out my girl parts a little bit more, so they call in a hyena. And it's great, and that's the point where it's just straight up hentai. Like you just see like humping and everything but penetration, and you get the screen cutting to black, and it's But thankfully, I watched the uncensored version. But for my video, I used the censored version.
Coming soon to Blu-ray.
Coming. Actually, I'm sorry for asking you to do this. Could you bring up that image I sent you of the censored screen?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
All right, please enjoy the scene without visuals.
Yep. Yeah, I had to take a snip of that on my torrent because there was like no other way to get it. Because unfortunately, you can't really take a screen cap of a I don't know. My player just has the thing in the way too much, so I had to take a weird snip. But yeah, like I said, episode 3 is the point of no return for Funimation, and most of the episode was a black screen that just said, "Please enjoy the scene without visuals." Good times. But yeah.
This apparently was all you saw during that scene that Jason was describing. Let me
yep.
There.
Yeah. Just gotta wait for it to catch up on the video.
Still haven't been buying newly released in 2019, 2020 so far. Yeah, good job, man. You fucking import that shit. Get some Zeta Gundam.
Yeah.
Gundam.
Wait, buy a newly released. Oh, but he's talking about Zeta Gundam, and sorry,
I was just bringing that out because that's what I was watching last year.
Yeah, there it is. Please enjoy that scene without visuals. Oh, it's so bad. It keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to make it big enough.
Yeah.
Just like that hyena's clit, I bet. I don't know.
Yep. Oh, I've been yelling about hyenas being underrated for like a year, and I'm like, yo, this is my time. So your time is up. My hyena clit time is now.
So you're saying Whoopi Goldberg in The Lion King, that did it for you? Is that what you're saying?
You know what? I can. So my old DM when I played Dungeons and Dragons, a big race in Dungeons and Dragons is the Knoll, which are like hyenas that are given sentience by the god of chaos. And he had a session where we played as Noel, and he's a huge Disney fan. So he made the the Noel characters we played as based on the hyenas from The Lion King, and I got to play the Whoopi Goldberg one. And I made that joke a few times, and they were all so mad at me.
Damn.
Because at one point she almost got killed, and I did like a soul transfer into a warrior that was in the town, and because he was a guy, the our warlock said like, hey, you have a penis now, and then immediately I'm just like, I kind of had one all the time. This is no big deal. In fact, his is probably smaller than mine. So that was good times.
Barf. Yeah, this is such an important stream. Such an important fucking
the most
stream.
important stream. It's so important.
God damn it, I wish I had more booze.
I will bring booze and throw it through the screen.
Oh, might do it again next Monday, man. But this,
And I'll do it again.
Yeah, exactly. This shit's kind of fun.
I'll fucking do it again.
But I'll get me 2 daiquiris this time.
Oh, I'm gonna probably go through. For Christmas at work, I got a bottle of wine because I won the ugly sweater contest at work.
Nice, good job, man.
Yep.
Ugly sweater. So yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of anime that's currently airing on
Oni, are you even listening to me? This was more than gigantic breasts. This was straight up like you see in episode 3, the halfling girl just straight up uses a vibrator, and you see it from like a weird angle. You see like a side view of the hyena girl just fucking the angel, and then you actually I didn't even talk about the craziest part, the elf getting fucked by the slime. When the slime goes into he's in a female body at that time, you see stomach deformation. Like you see the tentacles moving around and like pushing against the walls of the stomach. There's so much detail. There's a reason that they couldn't like publish this. It's crazy.
So what becomes of the show now? Like what's gonna happen?
So as of now, I did mention in my video, Yarhar Fiddly D, this anime is truly obscene. Do what you want for the time being, even being a pirate. There's no official license right now, so we're free to pirate as much as we want and watch fan subs. But I will say that once it gets licensed, if it gets licensed, I'm going to definitely buy the Blu-rays because I just want to support the chrome-plated dragon-sized balls on these guys for making this anime the way it was, because it is insane.
Yeah. Oh man, even Bill Asperger says he can't take this shit. I
get that a lot.
I'm like, oh my god, this was too much even for a guy like him. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, there's the cowgirl thing where they get coerced by the. It's actually another fun thing about the show. The world building is legitimately great. They have an episode where they go to a bunch of political rallies, and they watch the demon political rally, and they mention that like nobody really likes demons because they're too fixated on taxing magic, as well as agreeing to policies that directly help them, and that the orcs win like every election because all of their policies are about lowering taxes, like focusing on food. And like, so the demon, a PR manager coerces them like, "Yo, sleep with demon girls. I've read your article."
And he muted out
viewed
again.
more positively. So then they go to a demon brothel, but then they see minotaurs next door, and like, "Yo, we're fucking the big titties," and they do. Man, and the demons lose the election.
If Media Blasters picks this show up, then their company is fucking saved. Also, what the fuck, dude? Daemon X Machina is on Steam now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, but it's coming out February.
I thought that was published directly by Nintendo.
Yeah, I know.
Well then.
I'm
one second. I gotta step
on
away.
their Steam page, trailer and everything.
I'm sorry, I gotta step away for like 1 second. I'll be back in a minute.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna probably pour a little more Jameson too.
That's fucking nuts. Wow. That's fucking cool, at least. Good for Steam. All right. Too sexy to be on YouTube. Out of my ears, having to deal with crappy wife video man Simmons' ding sound effect. Yeah, I'm sorry. A friend messaged me on Steam. That's how I found out about the Damon X Machina coming to Switch. Is Media Blaster still alive? Yes, and they license nothing but fucking hentai at this point. It's pretty sad. In fact, let me look up. God, maybe I should fuck. Maybe I should put. Maybe I should put up my fucking web browser on, just to show you what the website has become. Let's see, Media Blasters site. Let's see, MediaBlasters.com. All right, I'm at the front page right now, and the first 4 shows that they fucking advertised are Hentai Heaven, Machine Girl Jacked. What the heck is this? Something Phoenix. Let me look that up. I apologize for that sound.
I have returned. So, actually, one of the things I didn't mention that I feel bad I didn't mention, I'm going to find her name and I might just post her Twitter on the in the comments section. But the thing I enjoyed most about Interspecies Reviewers is that the translator for Funimation was doing a job.
Wait. Can you repeat that? Because you fucking muted out.
I'm sorry. So
the localization for Funimation, which, by the way, I got some beef with their localization techniques, by the way.
But okay, in this particular case, the localized
And
reviewers, as well as I think wrote a bit of the script for the she was doing a great job and had some of the best dialogue I've seen. Like, it was really funny. I think one of my favorites is when they reviewed the bird maids, which are basically harpies, and the elf goes like, "Oh, it seems they're close to parakeets. Parakeets, more like gonna skeets." So that's great.
That's good. As long as they don't turn it into a fucking left-wing politically correct dub like they did with fucking Prison School and My Girlfriend's
Prison
a Gal.
School wasn't even good to begin with.
True, but My Girlfriend's a Gal ended up in the same fate. And it was 10 times worse. Yeah. They lost the old Berserk anime back in 2016. They lost the rights to the show. They made them a household name. Was it Berserk? I don't know. God damn it, dude. I don't want to talk about Damon X Machina right now. I'm not sure, dude. I'm too drunk to text right now.
Oni, I will say, I didn't even like Dragon Maid, but Kana calling Kobayashi a cuck is the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't the thing that pissed off Real. What pissed off Real was a couple episodes later. Lukua said something along the lines of those pesky patriarchal blah 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 blah, and that really set him off.
Dragon Maid wasn't even good to begin with.
Are you really? Do you really fucking mean that?
No, not really. I enjoyed it just fine, but people love it way more than I do. Therefore, I have to say it's shit because I think it's funny.
Fair enough. I like to do the same thing sometimes.
I will play up my opinions just to upset people because sometimes if there's something, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
The first thing in the recent releases is Hentai Heaven Volume 9. Media Blasters. I'm telling people think Media Blasters is dead. They're not. This is what they mostly do is just live action J dramas and hentai.
I'll go. One moment, I gotta go find this girl's Twitter. But like on her Twitter, she was like noticeably upset. She was doing a great job, and like her only post about this was I think she changed her name too. Like I think her original name was a reference to Interspecies Reviewers because she was just so excited to be doing the translation for this show, and then she changed her name back and just like put an upside down smiley face as her status and just said, "Hey, if you liked my work on this, I'm doing a show for High Dive that's also raunchy, so please support that." And I'll say like. I
Well,
might just get a High Dive to support her because
I have a
I
high dive account, and I think it's fucking worth it. Because every time they
okay.
advertise an anime, they actually advertise good shit in front of my face. They got classics like Armor Trooper Voltoms and Pet Labor, but they still have some modern stuff like Amagi Brilliant Park. Haven't you heard of Sakamoto?
Yeah.
You know, they have a really good mixed bag. I don't think they have as much in quantity, but
But in quality.
yeah, I know. I am all about the quality. Fucking Crunchyroll is all about the bullshit quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a
Give me
Crunchyroll,
good
but
shit. Yeah, I do too, but I'm all about it as well. Yeah, always having to do hentai. I don't know, man. Jessica Calvella seems down to do funny hentai if she could say funny things.
I love stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude. She's just she voices the pink cat from in the English stuff of Amagi Brilliant Park.
I need to watch that show. Is it any good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually did
I've
a
only
review.
seen memes.
I did a review of it on my YouTube channel a couple weeks ago, and I said, you know what, this is actually a fun, interesting premise, and I watched it dubbed, and I got a few kicks out of it. I thought it was a really fun show to watch.
I'll probably give that a shot after I watch the Hands Off Ezukin or whatever it's called.
Easy breezy.
I've seen that meme. Okay, here we go. So, I can find the okay, her name is Katrina Leah Nokadakis.
That sounds like a Japanese name, but she's an English voice actress. By the way, I did hear that the English voice actors didn't even.
She had the upside down smiley face.
Katrina, what was the rest of it?
I'm gonna post her main Twitter in the chat, and then I'll post a link to that.
Well, careful. I think they censor links on live chat.
I'll get.
All right. High Dive also has Made in Abyss. Yes, they do. They also have Girls Last Tour, which I'm watching, and I'm going to watch that. Then I'm going to watch Made in Abyss, because fuck it.
There we go.
Oh my god, why do my friends cry every time I drink?
Why do my friends cry every time I drink? That's a t-shirt that'll make people upset.
That sounds like the name of my next anime title. I need to start on that
Why
right
do
away.
the new light novel? Why do my friends cry every time I drink in another world?
You mean the NYC being 4Kids voice actors? Dude, just because they did some voice work for 4Kids doesn't mean they're horrible people, okay?
No, 4Kids voice actors are great. You shut the fuck up. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was beautiful.
You shut your whore mouth, man. They did the dub of Genshiken. And they're fucking amazing. They also did voice work for Captain Tyler and frickin' some hentai here and there as well, obviously. But you shut your mouth. You shut your dirty whore slut mouth. Drinking can make a kid.
Okay, I don't know if it works for me, but I did post a link to that particular Twitter thing where she gave a link to her new project. But it's the thing that it's like, yeah, don't. I understand a lot of you probably have issues with Funimation, but she was doing a great job. She has a very raunchy sense of humor. She's very clever. I don't know that if you have the means, please support her. She's really cool.
I don't know if it was her or another voice actor on Reddit, but somebody posted on Reddit saying, "Oh, I'm not affiliated with Funimation. I just come in, go into the studio, record my lines, blah, blah, blah. And I just found out about the show being shit canned like the rest of you guys, and I too am disappointed." Because
the dub actors seem to love it.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you're out of the fucking job. You're out of a gig that will pay you. Like this was
that's the thing. Don't whine about SJWs or some perceived problem. Whine about the fact that people are out of a job from this.
Exactly.
And that like I'm going to put more blame on Sony than Funimation because hey, I like blaming Sony.
Same here.
Oh, let me turn on my PS4 though.
Oh, you have a PS4?
Of course.
Shit, I
I
need
gotta
to
play
add
Resident
you
Evil
there.
5. Yeah, I gotta play Resident Evil and Devil May Cry somehow.
Shit, I can
Fuck
add you there.
Xbox.
I can add you there, and we can do voice chats while I stream some Monster Hunter or something.
That'd be a lot of fun. I gotta hop back into Monster Hunter. I played a little bit.
Oh god, dude, man, I've been doing some kick-ass slinging shit on that. Oh man,
Shit, I want to do that now. That sounds like fun.
yeah. I don't know
I'm
why
gonna
Big
probably-
Al can't fucking join the collective like a normal person. Why does he have to?
No,
be
he has to
biased-
have a Switch and then nothing else.
Why does he have to be a biased Nintendo fanboy?
I like Nintendo. Nintendo's my favorite still, but
Don't
yeah,
get me
I'll
wrong,
do
I
other
love the
stuff.
Switch too, but you know, I also like to game on PC a little bit. I also like to game on the PS4. I like variety.
Actually, hey, does that link I have to that specific tweet show up in the chat, or is it only for me? Because I'm kind of
I
curious.
don't see it.
The
Yeah, like I
Twitter.
s-
I mean,
like I
I had that
said, they
weird ass
send-
one where I put backslash in there.
They
And I wonder if
cens-
that
they
showed up.
They censor links, man. They don't like people linking shit.
Okay, I'll get creative with that one too. Did the other one show up?
Guys, are you seeing it? I don't see it. I don't see it. And I'm on the live chat. Just post it on the
just
Discord so I
get
can
in there
see
and
it.
move the space.
So I can
Yeah.
at least read the voice actress's name and people could just fucking Twitter search from there. I wish
Yeah,
you weren't killing your liver.
She's not a voice actress. She's the translator.
Oh, I wish you weren't killing your liver, Darkstream. I'm not. I drink so
There
much
she be.
water, dude. I'm just saying.
Did you say Water Dew? Is that the new flavor of Mountain Dew?
They did make Mountain Dew Zero, but I drink so much water I could fucking drown an entire village if I want to.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm just saying I know about how fans have posted 4Kids doing some kind of kiki stuff, loot stuff. Yeah. Well, that's the horrors of doing the voice acting. You have to versatile your roles in order to get a steady income.
Yeah, I've always been that thing that like I don't like to get involved in like weird petty politics because I tend to hate individuals rather than like than large groups because a lot of times the groups like don't have anything to do with it.
Yep. Hey, at least
Yeah, like-
Veronica Taylor, Eric Stewart, and Lisa Ortiz, they're not bad. I was just saying having the DVDs that was from the guys who dubbed Garci's Wing.
We've all made mistakes. Maybe not Garzy's wing big, but like pretty big.
I have Garci's Wing on DVD. It was available for like $3 Best $3 I ever spent. But I did meet Bill. What was his name? Bill Rogers. He's the current voice of Brock in the modern Pokemon stuff, but he also voices Tanaka and Genshiken. That's
I really
where
want
know
to
him
just
from.
say he's the current voice of Garzy's wing, like the show is still going on.
Alright. Darkscreen, Monster Hunter character resembled Dinobot from Beast Wars. Yeah, my armor looks like Dinobot now. It's amazing.
I didn't really get good armor for my character, but I really liked the way she turned out. It was like it's a dark skinned cutie with ginger hair and dreadlocks. So it's like all my preferences.
I just feel people are going to mention that if the hentai is being made, I know people will mention New York City. I hate when people think 4Kids suck when they did the Badass TMNT series.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. I can't be mad at 4Kids, honestly. Like they just handled things.
It's been well over a decade.
Yeah.
We can let
Again,
go at this
it's like,
point.
I can't stay mad at people for very long. The only person I can stay mad at is Ronald Reagan, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
My house is expensive because of him. But I have my cats in my house, so maybe I can forgive him. It's stupid, I know.
Fucking Digibro saying Mecha's dead, but we can save Mecha. I know Mecha can be saved.
Digibro's opinions are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Man, he also
Even if I'd fuck a zombie.
he also fucking ruined it for everyone when he came out and described to a couple of normies what a lolicon is in the most egregious way possible.
Oh dear, what
You
was this about?
Oh, you don't remember? This was a
I don't
leak-
follow Digibro.
It wasn't on
I didn't hear about
Digibro.
this.
This was on Dick Masterson's show, which got clipped from Dame Pesos. Dame Pesos had this on his channel, where Dick Masterson's like, "You're a lolicon. What is that?" And Digibro said almost verbatim, I am sexually attracted to. You can fill out the blanks there.
Oh, so the problem with that filling out the blanks there is that I'm not okay because it can be different things.
I am attracted to. You know, I'll just fucking text you on Discord.
Okay, that's fine. But it's the thing is like, hey, me, I'm attracted to monster girls all the time. God, there was a girl at Youmacon who was in a really good Mia cosplay, and I was just like, I just became her hype man over time. Because I'm like, yo, look how cool she is. I was making sure she was getting all the pictures. It was
Right
great.
there. That's what he said verbatim.
Okay, that's a bad way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. You can find the clip if Dame Paceless's channel is still up there. You can
I
probably
was just
find the
talking
clip
about
easily.
Lolicon with Al earlier today, and I realized I have way too much to say on the subject.
Wait, Veronica Taylor is still doing voiceover work, and she voiced Manuela in
Yeah, I like
Three
Manuela.
Houses. I didn't
Yeah, I
know.
was just about to say Manuela's underrated.
I thought she retired. Okay, that's cool.
So I don't remember who the actress is, but I know that a lot of people don't like her. But the girl who plays Yukiko in
I'm sorry. I like the character Yukiko actually, like a lot.
I love Yukiko. She's my favorite.
I actually bought like 2 figurines of that character.
I have a lot of Elizabeth figures.
One of them is a standard figurine. The other one is an Nendoroid. That being said, her voice actress is scum.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she's scum.
I'm not going to take a stance on that, but I wanted to share like a funny story. Is that when Persona 5 came out, Haru's voice actress is Vietnamese, and she did a video of how to make authentic Vietnamese coffee. And I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather get high as balls with Yukiko's voice actor. And I posted that video of her talking about how much she loves cannabis.
Wow. She also voiced the character in Persona 5 as well.
Yeah, worst girl, which was sad because I looked at the character, like, oh, black hair, short hair. Huh, is that Yukiko in disguise? No, it's a new character. Damn.
Yeah. Well,
that character would have been great, but her confidant skills were the most useless in the game. Oh, it lowers your wanted rate. You know, that thing that you never have.
yeah, because the stealth mechanics in that game is for babies.
Yep.
All right.
I never went to
I can't go into details because it brings up another topic that I swear to never bring up ever on a live stream. But yeah, it involves most of that shit, especially what she did.
We're talking about
recently.
cloacas on this stream.
Yeah. Why is it that hentai / porn stuff on a voice actor's resume, they're less likely to get hired?
Probably it puritanical, dumb philosophy. That guy has the best like dialogue, in my opinion.
You had to voice porn, whatever. You needed. My logic is you needed the money.
Though I don't remember her name, but I went to a convention and there was a discussion of voice actors, and this one girl said, "My dream as a voice actor was to voice a little boy and a little girl and have them both date." And I guess she did that on one show, and I don't remember who that was, but I thought that was kind of wholesome and a beautiful goal.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to lead somewhere naughty, but Lazy Samurai says, I feel bad for Sean Chiplock, who is the voice of Reed Schwarzer in the Trails of Cold Steel games, because some asshole stole his Switch recently. He's been posting on Twitter that he put like over 100 hours in Dragon Quest 11, and yeah, I felt just as bad as you're feeling right now. I don't know what the Switch update is like on his end, but I hope things are better for him. Do you guys know Lupin the Third was dubbed by Funimation? Yeah, a couple of movies were.
Yeah.
Sure. Lupin has like 20 different English voice actors now.
Castle of Cagliostro is the only good Miyazaki movie.
Do you really mean that?
I think it's the best Miyazaki movie.
All right, fine. I'll take
Again,
that.
Remember, a lot of my opinions are meant to be incendiary because I think it's funny.
I know. But sometimes I wonder if you're just being an edgy little asshole like this guy I know on Discord. Or are you just being a little bit facetious? But okay.
I try to be
check to make sure. Because I knew this one guy on Discord who scares everyone else on my Discord to be in a general voice chat now. For those who are probably in my Discord, you probably know who I'm talking about. Son of Ifra is probably guessing it, but yeah, he's such a fucking edgelord where he would just like fart out some of the worst opinions ever. He wouldn't just express them; he would just fart them out in a way stinkier way imaginable.
God.
Yeah, he's the
It's
worst.
very similar. There's that one post that is like the
And I could say
the
that
2000
because he's not watching my content anyway. So fuck him. Eat shit.
There's that one thing. It's like the 2006 chat room simulator where it's like everyone's just being like raw XD random. The Invader Zim's the best bacon narwhals. There's a guy like Hitler did nothing wrong. Was the greatest thing ever.
Oh,
It's fine, and it's like that's what I think of when I see people being too.
oh, you're meowing out on me again. Damn it.
I don't even remember what I said. Generally, 2006 edgelords are the weirdest of the group because it's odd because they would scream out things they didn't believe in.
2006. That was a year after Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog. That was a year after we realized, trying to make everything mature and more edgy.
It's stupid.
That's a big fucking mistake.
You know what? I remember I rented Shadow the... No, it was not 2006 because I remember it was whatever year the Switch came out. So I think it's 2005 because...
Switch?
No, not the fuck. Wii. God damn it. I'm drunk. But the year the Wii came out and I was at my parents' house, I remember I rented Shadow the Hedgehog on the GameCube. And I was playing it. Then I got the Switch. And I'm like, fuck everything else. I got the Switch.
That story makes no sense. Where were you
I
going
keep saying
with
Switch.
this?
Why the fuck do I keep saying Switch? Wii.
Okay, you bought the way you said fuck everything else. Okay.
I had the game. I was playing the GameCube. Then on Christmas Day, I got a Wii, and I'm like, "Fuck this Shadow the Hedgehog game. I'm gonna play games on the Wii." And then I did. And at that point was the first time I had ever moved my game system to the upstairs, so I didn't have to play in the basement anymore. So I never really went to the basement ever again after that because I moved all my stuff upstairs. I just remembered that particular fact.
Yeah, you played a real man's game like No More Heroes.
No More Heroes, Metroid Prime 3. Metroid Prime 3 killed my parents' TV, I guess.
Nice.
I guess for whatever reason, projection TV, they told me this, I haven't researched it, it's probably bullshit, but they said like projection TVs don't handle like games made with like an AVI cable or something. Because the TV just died.
Final Fantasy 15 is a terrible action game. I hate to say this, but I tried to like that game. I really did, but now I don't want to give Final Fantasy another chance anymore. I think
Final Fantasy 15 is such a good idea.
I think Final Fantasy 7. Now, hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that game's going to disappoint everybody.
Well, you can't have that much hype and please everyone. Honestly,
Sure,
I've never played.
Even on people who are a little more reasonable, they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, the thing is, I should download Final Fantasy 7 on my Switch because I've never played Final Fantasy 7 all the way through.
I watched my brother played it. I've seen enough.
I remember there was a great discussion that was like Final Fantasy 7 Remake better have the coolest Knights of the Round summon ever because that summon in Final Fantasy 7 lasted like a minute and a half.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to translate that to whenever version that comes out.
Yeah. They would see 11 Final Fantasy 13 does where the Knights of the Round is a and Final Fantasy 8 is the best. No, Final Fantasy 4 is the best Final. No, 6. Fuck. 6, yes.
Yeah, everyone says 6, aka 3 was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, whatever, man. The Legend Heroes Trail series is better.
Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei has always been better.
Yeah, that too. Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker was amazing. You gotta save people because you watch Final Destination videos of them dying. So you have to go inside. Yeah, that was the premise of the game. I thought that was cool.
I need to finish Apocalypse. I am near the end of Apocalypse, and that game did something I love because the game has like no it has like no punishment for getting a game over, but then you get to like near the end of the game and a bunch of gods are like, yo, we turned off your godly ability and now a game over means you go back to your last save.
Oh my
And
god.
I kind of love
I
dumb meta shit like that.
I still need to finish vanilla Shin Megami Tensei 4.
That game is so good. I will tell you one thing. I got super lucky because I got the neutral ending just by playing, and the neutral ending is really hard to get. It's an invisible meter that judges all your choices in the game to decide if you're chaos or law. And I landed right in the middle. And I'm like, cool, this game's great. I love the ending. Oh, let me see what the chaos and law endings are. And I'm like, oh, I would have probably stopped playing if I had to deal with this stuff.
Damn.
Because it is like uncomfortable and awful.
Yeah, I figured as much. Anyways, Jojo might ask, speaking of Sony, you stated that they were soy. Why is Sony soy again? Because they're censoring games on their
Yeah, they're
platforms
cowards.
left and right.
Not like Nintendo.
Not just in America, even in Japan as well.
Yep. Japan loves the titties.
Yeah, oh my god. Omega Labyrinth Life, let me tell you. I'm sorry, Labyrinth Life. They can't even say Omega because they spell
Yasona, I have Digital Devil Saga on my PS3 and I've been meaning to play it forever, but I want to finish Nocturne first.
I have Digital Devil Saga on the PS2. I should probably play that before the disc tray on my PS2 breaks down.
I should probably play that before Shin Megami Tensei 5 comes out in 2030.
Dear God, it does. By the way, I don't think I'm going to pick up Persona 5 Royal anytime soon because
I might do that.
I can't.
I don't know why.
I can't New Game Plus it.
The thing is,
I have to start from scratch, and I don't fucking want to.
I'm currently New Game Plusing 3 houses.
Well, New Game Plus 3 houses is fine because there's no 3 houses Royal coming out.
That's true.
That's why I'm like, and I don't have time to New Game Plus a lot of games anymore, man. There's too many other fucking games, and I work a shitty job, so.
Wait, Samurai, who'd Xander Mobus play in Apocalypse? It upsets me that Xander Mobus looks like a goddamn child. I look at him, I'm like, why is he 5 years younger than me?
The only PS2 SMT game I'm missing is Devil Summoner 1. Well, I have Devil Summoner 2 at least.
I know everybody's been clamoring for a Devil Summoner 3. I will say
the gameplay is fun in Devil Summoner 2.
Raido has such a cool design.
Yes, he does.
Dude, thank you for doing an SMT stream with me. This is exactly what I wanted.
I also love the soundtrack of Devil Summoner 2 because it's still composed by Shoji Meguro, who did the music for the Persona games, and you can tell almost right away.
Wait, what the hell? He played Dagda? That's awesome.
Huh.
Oi, kid, take this revival bean and be my thought slayer. I think about that post like every day. There's this really stupid post because Dagda is like a Celtic god from who is great and was the Catholics tried to ruin him in actual history and then made him better by a mistake.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm moving my god damn it. Just moving my tabs. So this one dumb schmuck named Zero stated that Bailiff is the worst Smash Brothers character. Fuck that guy.
I don't know how to feel about Bailiff and Smash. I don't like the way they play. I think they're too slow, and their lack of super armor makes them ridiculous, and their classic mode is like borderline uncompletable. Like, I've got 9.9s with most characters. Bailiff is so fucked up and weird that the fact that you have to do a stamina match against everybody as a slow character is kind of unfair, considering that most Fire Emblem characters do like 30% damage in one hit.
I wasted all my fucking Smash tickets on her because yeah, it's bullshit.
Male Bailiff doesn't exist. Thank you for agreeing with me.
I in that game as well as Three Houses, I always play as female Bailiff.
I'm gonna probably play as male Bailiff when I do my Blue Lions playthrough.
Oh my god, there's a wonderful 101 Kickstarter campaign.
I heard about that. I might throw money at it.
I might too because
do you have money now?
because Wooly is pushing this game really hard, and I'm like, I think this game deserves another chance on a fucking platform that could work on it.
that people bought.
Yeah. Because I played the demo of Wonderful 101.
It's so no. I own the game. I never finished it because I hated turning my Switch on. I mean, fuck my Wii U on. Every Nintendo console's a Switch in my eyes now. It goes N60. It goes nothing. Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Switch.
Switch.
What are the Nintendo consoles? In 1985, they released the Switch. Then they came out with the Switch, and then recently they made the Switch.
You reminded me of Grant Chapman when he was drunk on the set of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He'll ask the 5 questions. 3, sir. 3 questions. Just 1, 2, 5. 3. And that's because it wasn't in the script. He was really that drunk on set.
Wait a minute. Can we have Platinum and Trigger work together on a Kickstarter? Because if Platinum's doing a Kickstarter, remember Little Witch Academia was gauged
Okay,
in
there's an
popularity by a
update.
Kickstarter.
The Kickstarter has already achieved all its current stretch
I
goals.
saw. I'm still gonna throw money at.
I probably should too, because I like the design. Basically, Wonderful 101 is Beautiful Joe for Super Sentai fans.
It is. I will argue that it is Beautiful Joe meets Pikmin.
If Beautiful Joe is Kamen Rider, then Wonderful 101 is Super Sentai.
That's very true. So for years I listened to I
wonder how Woolie's responding though. That's what I like to know. How is Woolie responding to this?
Probably going like, "Yo, let's fucking go!" Just burning out his microphone.
Yeah. Well, that's great news. I needed to see that. Yeah.
No, I'm just. Oh, have you not seen what? Like, did you watch the Devil May Cry 5 playthrough that Woolie
and who?
Woolie and Pat?
Oh, I didn't know they did. I just saw the Wonderful 101 stream that Woolie and Reggie did.
And the Squiggleton says, "Shut the fuck up and take my money." Thank you, Oni. But no, I will recommend that because the second Virgil shows up, Woolie takes off his headset, throws it on the table, and yells, "Yo, let's fucking go!" And it just sounds like that you can pick him up even though he's clearly not wearing his headset. I think it was picked up on Pat's headset when he yelled.
And this was his Devil May Cry 5 stream or 3 stream?
Devil May Cry 5 when they played the game because he didn't know Virgil like shows up in the game in his original form. Spoilers, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah.
But everyone knows that by now.
All right, I gotta find it because I gotta see this.
Wait.
I found there's a clip. It says Woolie Judgment Nuts all over himself.
Yeah, Woolie Judgment Nuts about Virgil. Wait, did Wonderful 101 have a Twitter post that was blocked by Camilla? That sounds great.
Nice. Okay.
If you pay enough money, you get blocked by Camilla. I love it.
Wait.
Taking my headphones off.
Let's fucking go! I more consistently like Pat, but Woolie has moments where I'm like, oh, what a good boy.
You wait for it.
It's the Quantum Ranger.
Yep. Oh, Alpha and Omega Virgil, yeah. He loves Virgil so much. I say as I have a cat named Virgil.
Wait, come on, let's hear it.
Why'd you take your fucking mic off? I wanted to get a drink. Do it. Sorry.
That's crazy. blocked by Kamiya. That's a very inclusive club.
Okay, so did you see the Akumi Nakamura post where she was just JoJo posing with Kamiya, and then she retweeted it to Kamiya like, "We look great in this picture," and then Kamiya blocked her, and she just says, "I don't know what I expected, but this is what I deserve. Thank you, sir."
Dear God, dude, what is wrong with Kamiya? Looking like
I
fucking
love it.
Japanese Negan from The Walking Dead.
He master a royal guard, and he's not gonna let anyone forget.
Wow, I just can't believe that it got funded that quick. Oh man, now we're gonna get Wonderful 101 on the Switch.
I wanted so.
Oh man, let's fucking
I'm
do this.
rebuying. There's literally no reason to own. No, there's one other game that is the reason to own the Wii U, and that's Zombie U. And I hope they remake Zombie U, so there's no reason to ever own a Wii U.
Zombie U is on the PlayStation 4.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit! I'm looking this up right now.
Look it up. It's not called Zombie U. It's called Zombie ZOMBI, but it's on there. I know because it was free for PSN for a while, and I picked it up.
Fucking hell!
Look it up. Yeah, told you.
Well, no reason to ever own a Wii U now.
Exactly. Now you can throw that shit in the garbage. The reason why I still have my Vita is because you can't see Persona 4 Golding anywhere else.
That's true. I didn't like Xenoblade Chronicles X very much. I like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 when I was about to play 2.
I don't like the look of Xenoblade Chronicles. It looks like Final Fantasy 12 to me.
Okay, are you talking about the remake version that's coming out, or the original where everyone looks incomplete?
The original where everyone looks incomplete.
You might like the more anime style of the remake, but I really like Xenoblade Chronicles.
I didn't know they were doing that drastic of changes in the game. Let me see.
Oh, look at comparisons of the character designs. Like, you look at their weird flat faces in the original on the Wii, and you're like, okay, I see it now.
All right, let's see.
But Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I think, has better gameplay, but the story is way worse. I love the idea of blades and like having stands, but it's like, oh god, what is wrong with this story? And this final boss is so awful. I need to play Torna though, because I heard Torna is better than the main game.
Yeah, boy, is the English dub hilarious. That's like
I love the dub so much. They're all just British assholes.
Okay, yeah, I will admit the visuals in the Switch version of Xenoblade Chronicles looks infinitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They don't look like weird fetuses.
Yeah, they don't have that blocky PlayStation 2 look on them anymore.
Yeah. So one of my favorite quotes I've ever heard was the Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber Rada. He did streams for a little bit, and I wish he would go back because he was reviewing card style. And he was going like, you know that meme, God left me unfinished? This is God started working on me and then never stopped.
Your thoughts on One Punch Man Hero Nobody Knows. Neither of us care for One Punch Man.
Okay, so One Punch Man is one of those shows that I think is good, but I don't recommend it because I don't like it. Because of the way Saitama works, it's the best way you could ever have Saitama work in a video game, but it leads to the most cancerous playstyle I've ever seen.
And what playstyle is that? The turling?
So, the gimmick of Saitama is that if you pick him, he doesn't show up to the match for 90 seconds, and he's just like running, he's making a mad dash to the match.
Yeah, I saw
that. So what happens is when people play online, they play as a speed of sound Sonic away from the fight for a minute and a half until Saitama shows up, and then they kill everyone.
Yeah.
And nothing punishes you for that. I thought the way the game was going to work is that Saitama would have like a meter, and the meter, instead of time, is built up by you like landing hits or parrying hits or actually fighting. But no, you can just lame it out until Saitama shows up, and that's a bit of a problem.
Damn. Oh well.
It's a shame because it's a good idea. They almost had it. They were so close.
Xenoblade Chronicles on Switch is also going to have unused areas that was cut from the original. I need to check the website, the cutting room floor on Xenoblade Chronicles.
To me, I played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for like 120 hours. Don't give me a reason to go back.
Because I'm done with Bamco. You're not going to be done with Bamco when Digimon Survive comes
Bamco will
out.
be done with you before you're done with Bamco.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Bamco, they still make Digimon games, and I like Digimon games.
I heard they're good. It's the fact that Pokemon has grown so fat and lazy being at the top of the mountain.
Man, Pokemon could suck my nuts, man. I'm sorry, but
that like Temtem and Digimon have just made like one game that surpasses them in every way.
If fucking Switch actually had a fucking gift system like the Steam does, then I would be gifting both Cyber Sleuth games to Al, and I said, play a real man's game, you idiot.
He gifted me Al gifted me Chikara, and I feel bad that I haven't touched it yet.
Oh well. It's okay. I only put like 10 minutes into Stardew Valley,
yeah.
So, which
I don't like Stardew Valley very much. I don't like the art style.
I don't either, but I have it modded to my preferences, and I think I gave away too much.
Can we have Stardew Valley with big titty anime girls as every character?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, but actually, Temtem looks good. It's so weird that like I'm actually kind of like interested in this game that's just a unapologetic Pokemon clone. But it's like doing the stuff that I wish Pokemon would do.
Pat did talk about in the latest Castle Super Beast episode. He's like,
Did you see Pat make his character and then the game glitched out and he became a blackface ghost?
No, but I want to see it now.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Let's see. Okay, there's a huge page for Xenoblade Chronicles on the cut content. Unused maps, unseen geometry. Holy shit. Why were these maps left unused? Was it because of time reasons?
Probably, but then again, the game came out like a year after it actually came out.
But yeah, the art style for the Switch version does make the game more pleasing to the eye, so I might actually give it a chance now because everyone's saying, dude, Xenoblade Chronicles will suck your dick and say you're straight.
But I have a bit of a like sub complex. I want to be called gay.
No, beware of the Astolfo plushie.
I have an Astolfo plushie.
Oh god, I thought you hated the Fate franchise.
Yeah, but I love Astolfo.
Oh, okay. God, I wish we could play licensed music. I don't want this video game monetized because the fucking FCC would think this is a kid's video, even though we were talking about fucking Monster Girl titties for a second.
Yo, man,
we're talking about grilling.
You gotta eat the sausage that's been cooked in the girl's vagina.
We're talking about some fucking grilled hot dogs on a woman's coochie. Oh, that sounds delicious right now, actually.
Dude. I went to Japan. The thing is, I had yakiniku. It was the best meal I've had in my entire life.
Nice.
It was so good. I accidentally ordered a meal that was meant for 4 people, and I ate the whole thing.
Damn. And you're skinnier than me.
Yeah, my only regret about Japan is that I couldn't eat enough. All the food there was so great, and I kept walking past things that looked amazing. And I'm like, I can't eat this. During my first day, my mom ordered. The thing is, my mom knew I was in Japan, and she was terrified that I would get lost or robbed. It's super safe there. Talked to a tourism group that was free. The only thing you had to do was pay for expenses. So if they bought lunch or anything, you would pay for it. My tour guide was this 5'1" old Japanese dude. That dude could eat like a motherfucker. We stopped 4 times in 3 hours at places, and he just ate everything, and I had to pay for all of it, and it was $60 altogether.
I pray to God they didn't hurt Gundam after rebooting it into some weird Gunpla thing, because somebody mentioned that yesterday. No, dude, we're still getting Gundam Extreme Versus. Apparently, it's getting a Western release. Plus, there's Battle Operation. And I do love the weird Gunpla shit that they add in the games. I mean, I love Gundam Breaker 3, which is basically Gunpla, the video game. Whatever. Gundam fans who bitch about Gunpla anime videos are little weak, small-titted cowards.
Gunpla's the only, like, the best thing about Gundam, in my opinion. I like the anime in some parts, but Gunpla, I think, is more entertaining in a way. And, so the Squiggleton thing, that started in a weird way, Jojo, because it all started because we went to my friend's birthday, and she handed out name tags there, and I'm like, oh, I can just write down a nickname. And I was thinking of the Futurama episode where Fry was nicknamed Wiggles, but I'm like, no, that's not that fun. Squiggles. So then I wrote Squiggles as my nickname for like a year, and it just slowly became like a weird nickname for me. And then at one point, I'm like, you know what? I wear a lot of top hats and suits. I'm gonna be Squiggleton. And then like that was taken, so I became Sir Squiggleton. And that's just where I got my name. So it's not really related to Squidward, but squids are my favorite animal.
I just got my name because A, I like Transformers, and B, I have a fucking deep sounding voice despite being a
There you
honky.
It's all you need. Al got his nickname because it was big. Okay, so at our panel that we hosted together, I want to do this.
No, really, there is a Gunpla anime. If you're talking about Gundam Build
Fighters
and Build Divers, yes, I know. I'm actually caught up on the latest season, which, by the way, gets fucking bananas.
That MILF, though.
Oh, well, Build Fires has the MILF. I'm talking about Build Divers Revised. There's a fucking plot twist that just goes bananas. The show's on a weird mid-season hiatus right now. It won't come back till April, but holy shit. I don't know how I feel about it because it's both crazy and really fucking stupid at the same time.
That's my favorite kind of anime. I wish I liked Gundam more than I do. One of my good friends is like a huge Gundam fan, and I feel so bad that I can't really like talk to him much about Gundam except for like, yo, so the moon people are the worst, and there was a part in season 1 where they had a hair on the animation cell for like 12 scenes. Because it was the 70s and no one cared.
Pat shows his true colors. Clip of Angry
Yeah,
Pat.
that was the Temtem thing I sent you.
I didn't even see a single gameplay of Temtem yet, but I sure hope, because I do want Pokemon to have some decent competition.
Yeah, it's the thing that the only bad thing I've heard about Temtem, and oh god, I'm gonna regret actually bringing this up, but it's a lot of people mad that the game lets you choose your pronouns.
Who cares?
Exactly. That's how I've always felt. Is that
it's your character?
Whatever.
Do whatever
Pronouns
you want with it.
can be important to some people. I personally don't care, but I'm not gonna say that like it shouldn't matter to you just because it doesn't matter to me. Because most things don't matter to me. Because I'm a nihilist.
Yeah, I'm gonna play as fucking thick ass female chicks all the time, so I'm just gonna be playing as thick ass female chicks. So
yeah,
because
that's what I always do.
My theory is, if I'm gonna play as a game with a third person camera, I want to stare.
You're gonna look at that booty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's how you do.
Yeah. Though Cyberpunk 2077, I'm still gonna play as a female character because fuck it.
Even if it's first person.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have my character.
Female characters have better designs. Maybe it's because I like women more. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Monster Hunter has like cuter female outfits I like to put on my character.
I don't like the people who's like, I want my. It's that thing. It's like I don't like that my character's. You know, maybe I do kind of understand that, but I love that Dark Souls let male characters wear the skimpy outfits as well.
That's funny. Yeah,
in Dark Souls 2,
I just don't get that logic of I can't play as this character because this character is the opposite gender of mine and I can't relate to it. I'm like,
fuck you.
Yeah,
you're a coward.
Fuck you. Then that means you never played a single Metroid game in your life, and you didn't play Perfect. Good. And you didn't play Perfect Dark, which was basically the superior version to GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so one of my favorite quotes ever was an old episode of the Friendcast, which was one of the best moments of like social experiments was when GTA San Andreas came out, and all of like the white gangbanger boys were like, I can't play as a black guy, and then like minutes later, like, oh wait, I've always wanted this.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, here we go again. I'm being played by a white boy.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If there wasn't a female character available for me, the second best thing I would pick is a black dude.
Yeah.
I always do that.
Okay. I remember that when I did my my first playthrough of Bloodborne, I made Enemy Dementia Darkness Raven Way from My Immortal.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was funny. Then my second playthrough, I made Black Master Roshi.
I'm sorry. I'm just reminded of I'm just reminded of the fact that we just compare Big Al to Big Smoke all the time, man.
Oh, I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah, it's like if I ever meet up with you guys, we gotta like hit up a KFC or a Taco Bell. It's like we just wait for Al. It's like, come on, man, you gotta say what you need to say.
Wait, are people just making a SpongeBob fan fiction in the comics because of my name? Because I approve?
Squidward flowers and chocolates for you, Mr. God damn, dude. Yeah, my chat gets bored and likes to talk to each other afterwards. Your thoughts on George R.R. Martin Dark Souls game? I don't know. I don't care about Game of Thrones, and I have less of a reason to do so.
I'm really happy that I made a policy after Heroes that if I'm gonna watch a like show that's multiple seasons, I'm gonna wait until the end and make sure it has a good ending. And everyone kept telling me to watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, I'm waiting for the end. I'm waiting for the end. And damn it, I was right. Because everyone hates the ending. And the thing is, Elden Ring sounds really cool from the one thing we've seen of it. And I wish they would talk about it more. I also wish they would talk about Shin Megami Tensei 5 more, but whichever one comes first, I'll be happy.
Yeah, what about Star versus the Forces of Evil?
Oh boy,
I know you were watching that show, and you said that
I just finished it. I finished it like a month ago.
All right, what'd you think of the final season? Because you said that people were criticizing it, but you decided to go in anyways.
Because they were criticizing it, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The general problem with the finale that makes a lot of sense is that it feels like they were given a deadline. I think that it was actually confirmed they were given a deadline, and they ended the series at that season, and I think they wanted to go another 1 or 2 seasons. So as a result, they had a finale in mind, but it didn't match with the current situation that was going on. To star the main character basically going way overboard before they could properly explain what she was doing, and it just comes out of nowhere. And it just makes her seem like an absolute lunatic. And the fact that everyone's going along with the fact that she's literally genociding an entire race, like, and acting like it's cool, is super weird because they just didn't explain what exactly it entails. But overall, I think the show's very good. I think like the final ending is decent, but it should have been a little bit longer, or they should have maybe made the episodes have better pacing.
Oh yeah, about the best anime of the decade. Keep in mind, put in parentheses, this is his
according to
it
Squigs.
does not reflect Channel Darkstream at all. Hard to say since time and experience can change or the industry affected by bandwagons and trend hopping. All I know is I want them to get off of the fucking isekai shit.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Let's go back to giant robots because I can.
Or,
let's get
or
another.
isekai.
Let's get another season of Gal Gaigar because I fucking love that
I
opening
love
song
that one. That was good.
a lot. I need to actually watch more of that show. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Oni Ryo says 2010s. My bad. Okay, whatever. Point is, get off of Isekai.
No, shut up. I was saying, the joke that I had was it's the best anime of the decade because the decade is only 2 months long right now.
Yeah.
That's been the joke. I said in my video, best anime of the decade so far. If anybody wants to subscribe to me, that'd be great. Like, please comment on my video because there's no comments on it yet.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling. When you upload a video, I don't care about the view counts. I just want comments and reception and all that shit. And And
I love to. I respond to every comment I ever get. It's so much fun. One guy actually unsubscribed to me because in my early videos I talked with a weird I had to speak with a weird accent because my mic was so bad that if I talked in my normal voice, it would freak out and like reverb like crazy. So I talked a little bit like this, like hello, and my old name was Drakmir. So I'm like, hello, Drakmir here. Time to talk to you about this thing. And I sounded like vaguely English. And when I got a better microphone and talked to my normal voice, this dude got really mad and unsubscribed from me because he thought I was British and thus sounded smarter.
Oh god, that's crazy. That's so weird that your microphone responds better with a fucking accent than
I
your
don't know, my
normal
voice is weird. Like, I think I have like a deep and high voice. So as a result, microphones don't mean anything. Like, just freak out and don't know how to handle me.
Yes, delete. Oh, speaking of deleting, man, Monica apparently is coming back with a new update of Doki Doki Literature Club, whatever that is.
You never played that?
Oh, I played it.
Okay.
Apparently,
Or whatever the update is. How I don't know how you could continue that. I think that
I don't
they
know.
should
Maybe
do a
the
new
Eye
game.
of Makarov will actually become an actual thing.
Yeah,
Because,
I liked Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't think you can make a sequel.
I love
There's
Doki Doki Literature Club, and I love playing all its mods.
yeah. Oh god, I don't know about the mods. What do those do?
Well, there's one mob where you get to play from the perspective of Sayori.
That's actually kind of interesting. Okay.
It's pretty morbid and depressing. And
Of course it would be.
There's
I
another
wouldn't have it
one.
any other way.
There's another one in the perspective of Yuri, which I haven't finished.
Yuri was my favorite. I liked her
There's
because
some,
I like big titty Onesans.
there's some of them that actually have some more happy, positive endings to them, which
Boo!
I don't know. I enjoy those.
Sometimes those are entertaining.
There was this
but,
one mod where Yuri was already crazy, whatever. But I just remember one particular moment from this mod, is when the scene fade transitions to the next area, but for some reason Yuri fucking runs up at the last minute, and as it's fading away, you see her in her creepy yandere face as it fades away, and that's like a haunting image right there.
That's great. I love stuff like that so much.
Me too, man. Man, if Resident Evil did that shit as well as just have Mr. X chasing me around, oh my god, I don't know if I could. I would need a cleaner pair of shorts every day. Anyway, son of Ifrit's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pronounced booze, Squiggleton. Wait, big booze donation? I mean, I wouldn't mind a drunk donation.
Dear God, man, we should probably do this every Monday.
Dude, I'm having so much fun.
Are you off every Monday?
Yeah, I am actually. My schedule is Tuesdays through through Saturdays. So I have Sunday and Monday off. But yeah, I'd be totally down with this if you want to like maybe have like a better announcement. Like I wouldn't mind just like airing this on maybe both of our channels. This was like a really good time.
Son of a bitch, me too. But this time I'm gonna hop myself on twice as much daiquiris, so that way I can be extra drunk.
I hope I don't run out of Jameson. My roommate. Wow. That was the big flub. My cousin bought me a bottle of Jameson for Christmas. And I love my cousin. He's like my cousins have always been great to me. Maybe I'm oversharing a bit, but I have a sister who I just don't get along with, so I always got along way better with my cousins, like all four of them. And he bought me my favorite album on a vinyl, and then he bought me a giant bottle of Jameson for Christmas. And then and then told my uncle that his political opinions are full of shit.
Oh my god, Tom bringing up the acid rounds.
Oh, acid rounds.
He was giving me advice in Resident Evil 2 on how to slow down Mr. X, and it wasn't useful at all. I've gotten to that point in the stream. I'm making a supercut highlight of the entire stream. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I got 8 minutes of highlight footage so far, so... Whew.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sending a, yeah, my old roommate just messaged me
That's why I was talking about my roommate. Was yeah, he messaged me and like asking what I was doing because I guess we're doing a board game thing. But I said like hey, if you want to check out the last bit of the stream, unless we just double down on it, then we totally can.
I don't know,
But
man. I sure could go after
I
hearing.
no. Obviously, I think we should probably stop soon. But I'm having a really good.
Same here, but I'm gonna tell you, man. After hearing about monster interspecies reviewers, I am in the mood for some barbecue.
Dude, oh my god, I want some yakiniku so bad. Fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to pull out my frying pan and just throw a bunch of ham onto that and just make a fried ham sandwich.
Man, I would get the ham, but I wouldn't just fry it on a grill, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. I don't have a barbecue. I should get one. I've been wanting to do a housewarming party since I moved in like summer, but unfortunately, the only date that was clear was like a housewarming party for someone else, so I canceled it.
All right, man. I am like semi tempted to get me more liquor, but I probably shouldn't because apparently my friends get upset when I drink now.
Eh.
I know.
So
Oh, now you
thing
care
is-
about me.
Okay, so alcohol is one of those things that I feel if it becomes a crutch, it's bad for you. But if you're doing it socially, it's not. It's fine
Well,
because
it's the only way
I
can
don't drink
sol-
alone.
It's the only
That's-
way I can fucking socialize. It's like, well,
Really?
could
Okay,
do-
that might be a problem then. I'm not a specialist. I can't talk about that.
well, my friends have been boring lately, so it's okay. I'm not doing it to the point where I'm drinking and driving. That's usually when that's a problem.
I have a friend who like every other day she like talks about how drunk she is, and we're like, "Are you okay?" Like seriously, nobody is like has a reason to drink that much. I got plastered on Christmas. I haven't drank for a bit. I got really tipsy at Al's for the Puppy Bowl, and then I just drank Jameson for this, and I'm already sober again because I'm Irish and I'm basically the Wolverine of alcohol. And the second it hits me, it starts healing immediately.
Yeah, I might as well probably just cut back and sober up, anyways, because I do have work
Yeah.
in the morning.
It's
'Cause-
probably good. Food, water, watch some dumb hentai. That's what I do. I'm not sure what I'll watch after this, but I'm having.
there's just not enough hentai that turns me on.
There's
honestly. Well, yeah,
There's this show that we're talking about right now.
I heard about the fairies, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe.
Fuck! How did I not talk about the fairies?
You didn't talk about the fairies. Why?
Fuck. Okay, so the fairies episode is episode 2. They go to a fairy brothel because there's some cute fairies at the tavern they like, and like, yo, let's get some fairies. So they go there, and the first thing that they do, is the fairy madam who runs the brothel has to measure everybody to make sure that they can properly have sex with the fairies, and she measures the human. She has to get him aroused first, so she basically cowgirls his entire dick.
Go
And it's
on.
awesome. And so she does that and does a measurement, and the measurement's the same as my dick, which is kind of funny. But
Oh,
except for the circumference.
that's a mistake because now that I watch that anime and I get the measurements, I'm gonna be like, technically, I've seen you naked.
Oh shit. Except for the circumference. My circumference is bigger than that. But beside the point, so she goes like, okay, unfortunately, you're kind of like endowed and you can't fuck most of our girls. You get the choice of 2 of our fairies. She measures the elf, and it's like all like the tall fairies, so like they're like 2 feet tall. So it's like, what the hell's the point of fucking these fairies? They just feel like halflings. And then the elf gets measured. Like, yeah, you got half of our girls. Like, cool, I get a good elf. The halfling gets measured, and it's like, yo, you can fuck anybody. Angel, like the super feminine one, gets measured, and it's like, yo, that dick is too big for anybody. You need to leave. And it's great. So they give the reviews, and the human's like, this is bullshit. My dick's not that big. The elf is like, yeah, it's okay. Halfling's like, this is awesome. And the elf is like, I couldn't even review this. I hate everything.
Aren't the fairies overweight in that episode or something?
Only the ones that fuck the human. The one that fuck the human are like pretty chubby, and they're like 3 times as tall as a fairy normally is.
Oh man, The remedy to
But
use for a headache: over radiated mashed potatoes. That doesn't sound appetizing all that much. I'd rather take Ron Swanson's advice and just cook up a fucking steak or something.
but when I cosplay Stunk the Human, I want to just run around and go, hey, I really want to get drunk and go, hey, this character has a dick the same size as mine.
It's like, I'm an authentic cosplayer. Pulls down
I'm
pants.
so authentic. Check it out. Get banned.
Oh man, my fucking town is gonna have a final convention this year, so I have to attend it out of obligation because Windsor couldn't attend last year's one due to personal family reasons. So
I'm not sure if Al told you, but the convention that me and him love to go to, Penguin Con, is held in the office building I work in.
That's good.
So there was one time I just brought my luggage in my car and left my car in the parking lot and just went to the convention after my shift.
Nice.
Also, that convention is it's not an anime convention. It's based more on like computers and programming. It's Penguin Con Linux.
Huh.
So they have a very so they have very they have very unique panels. One of them that I went to with some friends I hadn't seen in a while went to like a BDSM panel, and immediately it just turned into a weird therapy session because everyone there had like deep personal issues, and because I'm not really that turned on by BDSM, I just started talking about that, and just a bunch of people, and so we just talked about like our previous traumas while people were naked getting spanked on like torture devices in the background. It was kind of wholesome.
I'm sorry, my brain is processing right now. All these fucking Lalatinas.
Why, Darkness from Konosuba?
Yeah.
Ugh. She's good. I like everyone in Konosuba. Aqua's my favorite.
Dude, Aqua's freak out face
It's
from
so
the second
good.
season is great. There was a meme where Kirby fucking like swallows up Aqua and transforms into her. It's like Kirby made a huge mistake.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That face.
No, I remember this thing. It's like how to be a useful goddess, and it's just a picture of Aqua. It says, "Don't be the blue one."
Needs a season 3 so bad.
I love the discussion of Aqua's panties, and my favorite one is Aqua wears panties. She just doesn't like people looking at them because her skirt's so short. So she casts an incantation to make them invisible so no one can see them.
That sounds like something she would do.
She would totally do that.
She's so fucking stupid.
I love her.
Oh my god, Christina V voices darkness? That's hilarious.
That I can see that.
That's the voice. That's the voice of Compa.
I like Christina V a lot.
Oh my!
I like her singing.
Oh man, that's crazy.
The Konosuba dub is really good.
I need to see it dubbed. Oh,
like it has some really good moments. There's just a video called Konosuba has a dub, and it is pure art.
Let's see if I can find it. I'll probably cue that up once we wrap this.
It's legitimately just called Konosuba has a dub. And there's a lot of videos that just says blank has a dub. They have one for interspecies reviewers, and that's where I heard a lot of the dialogue. And I'm like, okay, they have really good puns. This is great. Oh, and it's canceled.
Oh, which show was this again?
Konosuba.
Wait, Konosuba got canceled?
No, interspecies reviewer got canceled. That's what this whole goddamn stream's about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm half paying attention to my own stream that I started because you don't want to start a stream on your channel.
Yeah. Oh shit, she's Shantae. I love Shantae. I want her in Smash. Take out Sonic and put in Shantae.
Man, she's not gonna be in. She's probably gonna be a fucking.
She's
DLC,
never gonna be in it, but
DLC skin, just like Cuphead and fucking overused the meme that Big Al can't shut up about.
Fans.
Yeah.
So the thing I mentioned that pissed a lot of people off is that
I'm not a fan of Undertale, but that proved that Undertale fans are better than Mario RPG fans. Because when Geno got announced as a costume, our Mario RPG fans threw a shit fit. And then Sans got announced as a costume, and every Undertale fan was the happiest, like it was like triple Christmas.
It's like, maybe it's the way you're dressed. Maybe.
It's the way you're dressed. I'm Patrick.
I could see him voicing Sans in some, like,
I want Patrick to voice Shantae.
oh God.
We will dance through the danger, SpongeBob. This is Patrick. I want to play through more of my Shantae games. I have like all of them on Steam.
I have Half Genie Hero, and I played through the campaign of the
great.
mainline game. Yeah, I love it. I thought it was a
I
very decent
helped
platformer.
kickstart it. I have the definitive edition, and I need to play that because I 100%ed the vanilla edition.
And I'm pretty sure I can't wait for the next Shantae game, aka Shantae. There's a MILF in it, maybe. Because
So
I heard the story is going to focus on her mom or something, or like we're gonna find out about her mom or something.
So the thing about that, and the thing I kept posting, is that the I want Squidward to voice Shantae.
Man, this is much more
You
fun
mean
than
me,
Al's streams.
or do you mean Squidward?
This is much more fun than Al's streams because we're not forced to talk about Star Wars.
So anyway, about porgs.
Yeah, I'm throwing
Now
more
we're
shade
talking
at
about
him.
porgs at his house for way too long.
Damn it, dude.
But yeah, no, I spent the last like day at Al's house, and it was a lot of
Come
fun.
out, he came out and said, "I like the Rise of Skywalker." And it's like, yeah, because
I saw that. I was ready to yell at him about that.
I was too, dude. I was like, dude, the reason why you like that movie so much is because it's so fast paced. It doesn't let you question all the fucking flaws in the film. Because
Yeah,
it's like
but,
before you can be like, wait, how did the no, there's a big action
Whatever,
scene coming up.
doesn't matter. Yeah, but Cautious Hero. I need to watch that. It looks good.
Let's see. What I need to look up my maybe that's what we need to do next week because I have a My Anime List account for personal reasons. Personal being I need to keep track of the shit I watch.
You need to maintain My Anime List because mine is really outdated right now.
Let's see. Thanks for the recommendation again, Dark Scream. I don't even know what I recommended.
we recommend.
We recommend interspecies reviewers. Yay! Let's go fuck some
everything.
Let's go fuck some tentacle girl, dude. Man, this year's convention season is gonna be hype as shit.
Oh, wait for this show. I'm definitely cosplaying from. I'm doing my panel. So fun fact. Fun story.
The dealer's room. Imagine the body pillows.
Yo, let's fucking go. But so fun fact about ASIN last year. I submitted my Monster Girl panel, and it got rejected. What got approved was a role play panel of Monster Musume. And while I was cosplaying, some people took my photo because I was dressed as Tofu from Resident that year. I'm gonna probably do it again because people love that cosplay. And Mia and a Pappy that were cosplaying. And I'm like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you're the ones who are hosting the Monster Musume panel. And they're like, oh yeah, totally. I'm like, oh, you're my mortal enemies. And they didn't quite see that I was joking, but I went to their panel, and then we became really good friends. And we're actually rooming this year.
Nice.
But it's like, I really hope that we both get approved, because I think that'd be super fun.
I do have plans on finishing Gokaiger. God damn it, dude. I do want to drink some more booze just to watch Gokaiger. Not because the show is difficult to watch. Kind of the opposite. Gokaiger is probably the best Super Sentai show to exist to this day. I just think it's more fun when I'm watching a children's Japanese show when I'm hammered.
It's great because you barely have to pay attention.
Okay. Apparently, I recommended Martian Successor Nadesico. Man, that was like 4 years
when
ago.
When the fuck was that?
I don't know, but I did a review of it 4 years ago, and I loved the shit out of it, and I did recommend it. So Onirayo apparently saw my review, watched it. Hopefully, he loved it, or she. I don't even know if it's. I don't know.
Who cares? Every time anybody's ever asked me my pronouns, I always say mix and match and surprise me and see if I can keep up. I think
Man.
that pronouns are kind of silly. Maybe for me, I don't want if they're
I
important
think
to
they're
you.
silly
That's
too. It's like,
fine.
what would you refer to me as? I'm like, dude, I'm a dude. Just refer to
Refer to me as fuckface. My pronoun is fuckface.
So fuckface is
No,
okay.
where's fuckface? Fuckface is at lunch.
Fuckface name is Jason Squiggleton. No, man. Just refer to me as the dude. That's probably what I'm gonna cosplay as, dude. Yeah, I do want some late night casual wear where I just fucking walk around in a bathrobe and slippers late at night while I go to the hotel bar and get sloshed.
Yeah, my
anyway.
late night casual wear is oh fuck, what was her name? The blonde girl from Yuri. I have the tomato kigurumi, and I just walk around in that, and it's great.
Okay, on my to watch list, I have Harlock, Tekkaman Blade, Birdie the Mighty, Ghost Shogun, as well as its weird movie, Crusher Joe and Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. So yeah, I got some things.
And I'm going crazy. I need to remember this girl's name because I'm drunk. Toshino Kyo.
Okay, I was about to say because you could be like, yeah, sure thing, Emily. My name is Anna. Oh.
I hate
whoops.
anime girls named Anna. Even though.
Oh, you're crapping out on me.
Thank you, JoJo. What were you saying?
I don't know. Your thoughts on Robotech being done by Funimation? Okay, let me clarify some shit. Funimation is just holding broadcasting rights to Robotech. They're not going to redub it or anything. Harmony Gold is still going to fucking peddle their 40-year-old dated shit. And Funimation is for some reason okay with this. And if you expect more Macross IPs to be licensed, don't fucking hold your breath, because if that were the case, ADV would have done it 20 fucking years ago when they had the license to Robotech. So there's no fucking hope for that franchise. Man, fuck Harmony Gold. Jesus.
That one's sad.
Yeah, it is. At least we have
Robotech
Quadruple S
is like
Christmas.
its own series. How many series does it mash together? Is it 2 or 3?
3. It mashes Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospita. Now, the original Robotech show I enjoy, but everything after that is poo-tier garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robotech 2 sucked. Robotech Shadow Chronicles sucked. A bunch of other things canceled.
And fuck you, Anna Anime.
Yeah. Fuck them. Yeah, just like what I said. Fuck Harmony Gold. Let's all drink. Man, like I wish I had a quarter on me so I could flip a coin, let the coin decide whether I should go drinking. Get me a.
I will flip a coin. One moment.
All right. Batman.
So the thing is, I have a change box in my car, but sometimes I leave change in my pocket, and then I just put a bunch of change on my desk, and I don't have anything to do with it, so I just kind of leave it there until there's too much of it. Then I have to go take it to the car.
Gotcha.
Heads or tails?
Heads for drinking, tails for no.
Okay. Flipped it, and that is a tails. Sorry, man, you gotta be sober.
Fuck me, dude.
Well, you can flip your own coin if you want. In fact, I will send you a link to a random number generator of 1 or 2 on Google, and you can see if you should drink based on the random number generator.
I'm also watching Golden Time English dubbed on High Dive. Unfortunately, they're releasing the episodes on a weekly basis. But I am caught up. Yeah, Golden Time. It's now just getting a dubbed.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, didn't Nichijou only get a dub like last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I sent you a random number generator. I think it goes to 10 by default, but you can make it 2 instead. I'm gonna flip it. It's a 2.
Damn it. I don't want to stay sober forever.
Then don't listen to the coin flip. Gambling is stupid.
You're right, but I don't feel like walking all the... No, the bar's closed. They said they were closing at 9 p.m. today for some reason, so I'm shit out of luck there. If I were to get drunk, I have to go to a convenience store and buy some liquor, and I'm really not in the mood to get liquor.
I have Jameson, a Hellboy cinnamon whiskey, and wine in my fridge, and I have nothing to mix it with. I have to drink it straight because the only thing The only other thing I have in my fridge is water bottles, ham, and celery.
You don't have to be sober to use Uber. That's true.
That's
God,
true. Yep.
uh,
Wait, you're home right now. Are you gonna use Uber to go? Just be home.
man, I could do it to another daiquiri bar I visit.
I want to call an Uber and then get them to arrive and then say, "Yo, drive me home. You're already home. Oh wow, you're fast. Here's a tip."
Why did you send it to me? I don't know what you're talking about, musical interlude.
Wait, what? When I sent you that random number generator?
Oh, yeah, Vinland Saga does need a dub and needs to have stereotypical Viking voices.
Inga dinga durga.
Have Happy Leif Erikson Day. When is Leif Erikson Day?
I was so happy when I took a DNA test and found out that I'm mostly Irish Scandinavian.
Leif
So
Erikson
I'm
Day
just
is
insulted
Friday,
white.
October 9th. That's far the fuck away.
Wait, you're what? October 9th?
A Leif Erikson Day.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's Liz Leif
Which-
Erikson Day.
Which apparently SpongeBob being an underwater creature is all too familiar of Link Erikson for some weird reason.
No, remember the logic of that. Because every day's a holiday, even if he has to make one up, meaning he doesn't know that Leif Erikson Day is a thing, and then he made up Leif Erikson Day, even though it exists on the surface world, which means he just happened to make up a holiday that already exists.
It's Jesus Christ, man. It's got a Wikipedia page.
Erikson Day has a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, Leif Erikson Day has a Wikipedia page. I'm not kidding.
Good. Well, what doesn't have a Wikipedia page? Remember that cock and ball torture has a Wikipedia page.
Jesus Christ. We need to wrap this up soon because we're getting.
Yeah. We're going-
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a stream I want to call it. Daiquiris with Dark Scream.
Yeah, okay. So if anybody has like last minute questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I don't know if Darkscream can answer them because I'm not him, so I therefore don't know how he feels in the situation. But I'm going to suspect that he will answer questions if you give them to him.
Yeah, I will. If you got any last minute Q&As before we wrap this stream up, which is in about, say 6 minutes, because I should probably read some manga after that. I need to read Higurashi, because the Higurashi manga is superb.
Musical interlude, are you trying to make me question reality because you say that I sent you the random number generator out of nowhere? Or wait a minute.
But,
Oh shit! No, that's Chris. That's my old roommate. That I sent that to him. He's right. Never mind. My bad.
well,
I thought he was trying to gaslight me.
Bakken call teacher. Okay, Lazy Samurai says he's good, so what was the anime that had the naked squid girly thing that was banned? It's Ichijoku
Interspecies reviewers?
Interspecies
It's not really
reviewers.
banned. Okay, so the thing is, it's not banned. It just lost its Funimation was the licensor, and then they backed out of being the licensor, meaning that they're not going to sub or release the anime. There's nothing stopping anybody else from getting the license now, which I'm pretty sure because of all the hype this is built up, that it's going to get a license probably like within a 2 week.
Higurashi anime coming back is exciting. Yeah, I don't know how
is.
it's coming back, but I am cautiously optimistic is my default feeling towards whenever I see something getting revived, because you don't know. Because I heard they're going to have the guy of the Monogatari series doing the character designs now.
So that's
So,
good.
That's pretty good, but I don't know if it's going to be a reboot or a new story arc, or is it going to push the envelope? Is it going to be bloodier and gorier? Is it going to tell a new story arc? Either way, I just don't know what to expect.
So for JoJo, I wanted to say we did an entire podcast about this, but then I remember, oh wait, most of this podcast was just talking about dumb bullshit that was unrelated.
Was this anime banned everywhere like country, or what happened? It was originally licensed and available for streaming via Funimation streaming services, but they they pulled it out at the last minute. Now
The first episode was dubbed. The first episode was straight up dubbed, and then Funimation, upon seeing like more of the content and how every single episode like continued to get progressively more extreme, likely said our policy is to air a censored and uncensored version of this. The censored version is unwatchable, so we can't advertise this. This is against our standards. And that's the like narrative I'm going to go with, because that makes more sense from a like narrative business perspective rather than what a lot of other people are saying, which is bullshit in my opinion, where people are saying people were offended by this show and like making like angry comments, which is not true. People really liked the show from everything I've seen.
Yeah.
And my worst hentai is that one Goro, which is this one that's shared all around usually after people read Emergence and say this ain't shit. Goro is like fucking corpses that are rotting, is the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's gross. Anyways, Ifrit asked, what's the worst hentai you ever seen?
No, that was what I was answering right there.
Oh, okay. Shit,
Yeah.
dude, fuck.
Sorry, I'm very
So
I answer questions very like subtly.
Screw Funimation for that. I don't know what Funimation is going to do in
I can't be mad at that, because the thing is, despite my like, I made fun of them for being cowards constantly about this. Like, I think it's one of those things that's easy to like make fun of, but like the fact that they're a business and they have to like advertise this thing, and they would probably end up in hot water if they released Blu-rays of this in an ecchi section and not a hentai section, would probably like be like lead to some issues. Like, them backing out was probably the best decision, unfortunately,
from a
because
business perspective.
Yeah, America is still a puritanical country that doesn't like the good sex, and they're all a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter what political affiliation you're in. I used to think it was just conservatives. No, a bunch of fucking leftist libtards have that same mentality. Now I'm like, what the fuck happened here?
Sex is good, damn it! Pussy is the best.
Yo, man, you gotta be all about the pussy.
All about the pussy and dick. I don't give a shit.
Well, at least it's not a certain person's daily life.
Yeah. God.
I think I know what he's talking about, but I'm not
I
going to
think
say
Funimation's getting too much hate, and the fact that people are pulling in like previous controversies to this is absolute insanity, and it doesn't deserve that, because generally, like I said, the translator loved doing this. The cast loved doing this. Please support them. If you follow again, I'm going to hype myself up. In my video, unfortunately, the only information I could find was the casting director and the producer of the dub, and I could only find 2 voice actors on, because for whatever reason they just weren't being mentioned very often.
All right, you know what?
So like that's the only.
I could probably find more if I go to this fucking website.
Like, I went to like Anime News Network, and that was all they had, which was shocking.
Okay. I heard talk that a particular voice actress who I used to respect voiced the hyena chick.
Yo, okay, I finally checked my messages. Like, yeah, thanks for subscribing, dudes. I'm not going to name you out directly in case anybody bullies you in chat, but
yeah.
I doubt they would do that. This chat's been very cool, and I thank you a lot for this.
Yeah, we're pretty laid back. And
Yeah.
all the people who are uptight, this is the booze talking maybe, but fuck it, I banned them. I blocked their asses. They were wet blankets.
I've seen a few people like on previous streams who are like really like saying some questionable stuff, but this whole stream has been like really good, and I love all of you. Like, there's not been a single there's not been a single comment that I glossed over on purpose. Usually I'll do that if I see something that's like really stupid, but it's like, no, every comment that I've read has been like pretty legit. So
All right. Is there anything else?
Yeah,
Because
JoJo. So there's a lot of piracy sites you can watch this on. The first 3 episodes are available almost anywhere. There's some sites that have the fourth episode, which was which was the one that Funimation didn't do the translation for. I'm not going to name those kick-ass anime, but but generally you can find episode 4 pretty easily. The problem I've had is that when I go on our anime that actually had a discussion about the episode, it wasn't able to list where it was airing, only the UK licensor, which was Anime Lab.
yeah, Anime Lab, I believe, is based in Australia,
Oh, Australia, that makes more sense.
which I heard that continent has a bad case of gonorrhea or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Australia. They have the best bands.
I am a whole Christian boy, and MC barks a lot would be ashamed of you all.
Good.
He can bark these nuts in his mouth.
He can doggy style this dick.
It would be funny if Viz Media did Interspecies for viewers. Man, that doesn't
I
sound
wouldn't
like...
mind. Like I
wouldn't-
said,
I
when
wouldn't
this
mind,
thing
but it
comes
wouldn't
out,
sound,
I'm going to
wouldn't
throw
sound like
money at it.
it wouldn't sound like their alley unless Viz uploaded like super hardcore etchy shit.
Yeah.
That I'm not
This is
aware of.
pretty hardcore etchy shit.
Yeah,
like I said,
this
this is
screams
The
this screams
closest to
media
hentai
bla-
I've ever seen on a seasonal anime.
This screams media blasters right here, dude.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that there's going to be some hardcore etchy shows coming in the next decade that are going to follow Interspecies Reviewers formula and pushing an envelope.
Dude,
Which
I
I'm in full
want this show to
support
be a
of.
trendsetter.
Yeah, this is going to set some trends for sure.
So here's actually the coolest thing. I think I'm Shirabako a little bit. I might have been like cut off and changed the subject because drunkenness. But the one of the things that is very true is that usually when people make anime, they have the keyframes, but it's not really animated until like right before it airs. They usually only work like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule when they release an. So it's super easy to see trends happen because American animation usually takes like 9 months. So by the time a trend starts, it's like a year out of line. This one, I think we're going to see like its effects on the industry by next season.
Nice.
And I'm so happy for that. This is everything I've ever wanted.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up right here, guys. So make sure you check out Squiggleton's. Yeah, they did do the original DVDs of Invader Zim. I remember that. But make sure you check out Sir Squiggleton's YouTube channel.
The change about the video, but it was a very quick recording, and I spent most of my time editing. And I don't know if I'm going to do videos like that in the future because I generally like to like wait until more stuff is known before I do news type stories. And I think my next video might be about like Shin Megami Tensei or like other Monster Girl stuff because Monster Girls are kind of my specialty. And I think I want to push that on my YouTube channel as well as in my personal life. Because in my personal life, everyone knows that.
Well, anyways, I think I'm going to end the stream right here, guys. And we might do it again next week. But this time I'll hope to be twice as drunk.
I'd be totally down for that. I mean, I don't think I have anything going next Monday.
Who
so
knows? Maybe we can get Fat Out 2K Fat here to reveal his preferences as anime once he had a little check.
Oh, we're assholes. You know, I sent him the link. He didn't follow it. He can't defend himself right now.
No,
we're just perfect, double perfecting him constantly.
He doesn't want to support my content regularly. Oh, here it comes, man.
Bitch, I barely support your content. I'm not subscribed until right now. I'm sorry.
He's fat. I'm just kidding.
He's fat. What do you think of Samoa Joe? He's fat. I'm a genetic freak. And I believe that I have like 37% chance of beating him, but with me and Kurt Angle, it goes to a 70%, and with a total of 180%, we got this in the bag, brother.
But Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me. You have zero chance. The numbers don't lie. They spell disaster for you at Sacrifice. In a one-on-one Smash Brothers match, you have a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, so I'm not normal. Okay, I'll rehearse that speech next time. But anyways, guys, take care. Take care, everybody.
I need to directly type back to Sona Frit because I don't know what the hell he's saying about G's, dude. It's like I need to know.
Fat out 2K fat.
Because there was so many things we said that warranted a G's dude that I want to know what exactly he was referencing the G's dude to.
You think Interspecies Reviews will have a Spider-Girl themed episode?
Oh, damn it, I hope so. That's something that Al teases me about a lot, actually. It's like, we get it, Jason, you want to fuck spiders? I'm like, yeah, I do.
What about
Yeah,
the
Fat Al
spiders?
2K.
What about the spiders that have the back size that resemble Jason Voorhees' mask?
I was talking about that. That's like, I hate the tryptophobia animals. They're the worst animals around.
Oh, okay. He was referring to Fat Out 2K.
Fat Al 2K. Honestly, so the thing is, like, hanging out with Al, he's lost a lot of weight, but he hit a weird point where he's mostly doing muscle building, and he's not, like, noticeably skinnier, but you see that his fat is thinner, and he's, like, has muscle underneath it, and he's so upset that it's not noticeable unless he flexes, and I feel kind of bad, but I want him to just be a
So
brick.
basically, he's become Fatty Bucha from Air Gear. Where he's fat, but he can like change his mass to where he'll look just super muscular instead. Okay, I made fun. I said you should cosplay as this character. He went fuck you, and I'm like, now you're just being more authentic to the part now.
I think my old roommate just gave out. Oh, that was him who said, I'm a good Christian boy. And MC. Oh, yeah, MC barks a lot. Okay, wow, it took me forever to get that. So, on the, do you remember on Castle Super Beast where Wooly mentioned that his friend called him over because his friend's cat was afraid of black people, and they needed Wooly to, like, teach the cat that black people are okay?
Yeah, I remember that
And
actually.
I told my roommate about that because he's black and we talk about like racial stuff a lot, and he was going like, wait, what happens if it works too well and the dog gets a SoundCloud and becomes MC barks a lot? Yeah, yes, that's the thing about Chris. He has arachnophobia, but he loves Spider Girls. Chris is great. I want to bring Chris on here next time if that's okay. I'm sorry, just to invite people, but he's very funny.
We'll try to do something. I definitely want to do this again next week, and I want to do it twice as drunk. So with that, guys, this is Dark Scream signing out. And
Sir Squiggleton, salutations. Good night.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.